Well, welcome to Tiger Stadium here at Grimm Park, and it is the night that a lot of people have been waiting for. It is homecoming here for the Texas High Tigers, and momentarily we are going to get underway with the homecoming festivities. Brian Bolt and Coach Jeremy Harrell bringing you the broadcast tonight for Texarkana Gameday along with TigerVision. Coach, it's been a couple weeks since I've been with y'all. How's it been going?
Good to have you back, my man.
Well,
You've been all around the
North
world. America,
yeah,
that's right. Killing things. But welcome to have you. Glad to have you back, brother. My 20-year homecoming tonight.
Well,
graduation.
Congratulations.
2003. So got a lot of former players, former classmates here. It's going to be a big crowd. Super excited to have you back again. So makes my job a million times easier. I can just go off you. So super excited to have you back.
Well, I appreciate it, Coach, and it feels good to be back. I got in about 2:30 a.m. this morning, went and worked a little while, and then tried to get here and just barely made it before we had to go live. But tonight's broadcast with Texarkana Gameday is brought to you in part by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank, Gregor Auto, Washington Academy, Rocasa, Reliance, Texas A&M Texarkana, Texar, Commercial National Bank, and maybe the most important, TigerVision. We appreciate TigerVision. They do all of the work here, and we just get to stand here and call the ball games. We appreciate Mr. A and all of the students that work real hard to bring you this broadcast each and every week. And we've got people entering the field. Our homecoming court going to be entering the field here momentarily, but we do want to give a big shout out to TISD for allowing us to do this kind of stuff, and so we appreciate them for having such great facilities. You got something to do with that as well.
I just was going to say, you've been all over North America the last few weeks. Is there any more place more beautiful than right here at Grimm Stadium?
Nope, it's sure not. And so I think the time is here. They have begun the festivities down on the field, so we will cut away from us, and we'll be back with more homecoming football right after this.
She's a two-year UCA All-American and was awarded the Senior UCA Staff Title. Haley is also a 4-year member of Student Council and a 2-year member of Student Association. She's been a delegate to the Texas Association of Student Council Convention in Irvine for 3 years and was a part of the 2022 presidential campaign of Kick Cancer. She is a 4-year Super Swing dancer and currently serves as the senior class treasurer. She is a member of Super Tigers and the Tigers board team for the Vaughn. She is a member of Roosevelt Junior Garden Club, National Honor Society, Calculus Club, Blue Alpha Theta, Lowland School, and is a member of Texas High Cross Country. Neely is the sports editor for the yearbook and received the U.S. History VC Academic Award for junior year. She is an active member of First Baptist Church Atlanta, Texas. Neely plans to attend University of Texas and major in psychology. Neely and her father are being joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Neely.
Our next maid is Miss Daria Black, the daughter of Lisa and her football escort was number 0, Taekwon Black, the son of Alondra Clark and Reginald Clark. She is escorted this evening by her father. Daria is a 3-year member of sports medicine and currently serves as co-president. She is also a member of Criminal Justice Club, Rosebud Junior Garden Club, HOSA, National Honor Society, and is Vice President of the History Club. A cheerleader for 4 years, Daria is currently a senior squad leader and was awarded a pinning forward at Texas. She is a 4-year member of Student Council and a 2-year member of the CAHSD. Daria is currently a student body program chairman. She is a 3-year delegate to the Texas Association of Student Council State Conference and served as campaign guide for junior year. Daria has also been a 2-year dinner theater choreographer and served on the Tiger Tour team for the Bonds. She is an active member of Mount Grove Baptist Church. After graduation, Daria plans to pursue a degree in sports medicine. Daria and her father are being joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Daria Black.
Daughter of Jessica Rose and Jeremy. The football escort was number 54, Kenneth Mariner, the son of Loretta Dennis and Ulysses White. She is escorted this evening by her father. Jaden is a 4-year Tiger cheerleader and is currently the senior squad leader in the Gameday direction. She is a 3-year UCA All-American and receives a Pennant Forward Award and future UCA staff packet at cheerleader. Jaden is a student body president and is a 4-year member of student council and 2-year member of TSS leadership. She served as Tiger Song Tuesday chairman her junior year and was a member of the state pit cancer campaign for TASC. She has represented Texas High as a delegate to TASC state conference for 3 years. Jaden is a 4-year member of the Student Swing Band. She was campaign guide coordinator for the Texas Association of Student Councils her junior year. She was on the Tiger Tours team for the bond election and was a student leader for Experience THS and served as a distinguished alumni guide for TISC her junior year. Jaden is a member of Criminal Justice Club, National Honor Society, and Key Club. She plans to attend University of Texas and pursue a degree in business. Jaden is a member of Fairfield United Methodist Church. Jaden is also being joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Jaden.
Our next maid is Miss Annabeth Grace Killian, the daughter of Melissa and Jeremy Killian. Her football escort was number 26, Tristan Powell, the son of Lindsay Forbes and Ronnie Powell. Annabeth is escorted this evening by her father. Annabeth is a 4-year member of Tiger Varsity Soccer. She is a 2-year member of Sports Medicine and is a junior volunteer at Christus St. Michael's. Annabeth is a member of National Honor Society, Key Club, and the Tiger Rangers. A 4-year member of Student Council and 2-year member of THS Leadership, Annabeth currently serves as Student Body Vice President. She was a delegate to the TASC Convention her junior year and was the Texas High representative for Strategic Dealing with Leadership Texarkana. Annabeth is an active member of First Baptist Church Texarkana and plans to travel to Panama in January for a mission trip to share her faith. She plans to attend Stephen F. Austin in the fall and pursue a degree in sports marketing. Annabeth and her father are being joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Annabeth Killian.
Our next maid is Miss Libby Lavender, the daughter of Betty Lavender and Austin, son of Martina and Timothy Austin. She is escorted this evening by her father. Libby is a 4-year member of Student Council and a 2-year member of THS. She is the director of Pride and Patriotism and was a delegate to the TASC Convention her senior year. Libby has also represented the Texas High Student Council by attending Lakeview Advanced Leadership Camp and summer workshop at SF. She was also a choreographer and a Texas High. She was a TASC campaign guide and annual TASC Congress. Libby is a member of Rosebud Junior Honor Club, National Honor Society, and a senior member of Tiger Church, where she is currently a senior. She is an active member of First Baptist Church George. Libby plans to attend University of Arkansas this fall. Libby and her father are joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Libby Lavender.
Our next maid is Miss Kennedy McHenry, the daughter of Ken and Jason McHenry. Her football escort is number 1, TJ Gray, the son of Kelly Owens and Marcus Gray. She is escorted this evening by her father. A 4-year member of the Texas High Steppers, Kennedy was named Miss High Kick her junior year. She is a 4-year member of Student Council and a 2-year member of THS Leadership, where she currently serves as Director of Community Service. Kennedy is a member of TigerVision, where she is an anchor and is currently TigerVision Club Secretary. She is also a member of National Honor Society and Rosebud Junior Garden Fund. She is an active member of Christian Warriors Church, where she serves as Warrior Kids. Kennedy plans to attend the University of Arkansas and pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and eventually become a nurse practitioner. Kennedy and her father are being joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kennedy McHenry.
Our next maid is Miss Shania Richardson, the daughter of Sarah Tomlinson and Patrick Richardson. Her football escort is number 55, Ed Coleman, the son of Stephanie Williams. She is escorted this evening by her grandfather, Patrick Moore. Shania is a 4-year member of Tiger Cheer and is currently co-captain of the varsity. She was named All-American at UCA camp and received a Pennant Forward Award. Shania is president of American Sign Language Honor Society and a member of the Leader in Need Life. She's also a member of Rosebud Junior Garden Club and Youth. A 4-year member of Student Council and a member of THS Leadership, Tanaya serves as a senior representative. She's a 3-year member of Sports Med and currently serves as co-president. She's an active member of Cedar Lake Missionary Baptist Church, where she is in choir and an usher. Tanaya is a 2023 Los Angeles W. Tanaya plans to attend Southern Arkansas University and major in nursing with an emphasis on music and nursing. Joining Tanaya and her grandfather on the field is their mother. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand.
Our 8th maid is Miss Lindley Whitlaw, the daughter of Christy and Robert Whitlaw. Her football escort is number 37, Kevin Latham, the son of Teresa and Ivan Latham. She is escorted this evening by her father. Lindley is a member of the Texas High Steppers and a dinner theater choreographer. She is a people editor for Tiger Yearbook and a member of Quill and Skull Honor Society. She is a 4-year member of the Student Council and 2-year member of CHS Leadership, where she currently serves as co-secretary to the senior class. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Loyal Potato Honor Society. Lindley is an AP ambassador and a member of Rosebud Junior Garden Club. She is a member of Our Lady of Good Hope Catholic Church in Hope, Arkansas. She plans to attend the University of Arkansas and major in business. Lindley and her father are being joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lindley Whitlaw.
Our 9th maid is Miss Grace Wilson, the daughter of Angie and J.D. Wilson. Her football escort was number 41, Chris Booston, the son of Antonia and Ron Booston. She is escorted this evening by her father. Grace is a 4-year member of TigerVision, where she was district doubles champion her sophomore and junior year and 2-time regional qualifier. Grace is a 4-year member of Student Council and a 2-year member of THS Leadership, where she currently serves as director of staff. She's one of 3 KASC workshop directors for start to finish at South Hill in Fort Worth. Grace is featured in Texarkana Monthly Magazine and the Back to School Spirit section. She's a member of Rosebud Junior Garden Club, AC Ambassadors, Ski Club, and the Tiger Rangers. Grace is also a member of the National Honor Society, Blue Alpha Mathematics Honor Society, and Quill and Skull Publications Honor Society. Grace plans to attend the University of Arkansas and major in nutrition and dietetics. She attends First Baptist Church, Texarkana. Grace and her father are joined on the field by her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Grace Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 homecoming sport is one of the most impressive aspects of the sport. One of the most impressive aspects of the sport is each girl's volunteer work. Each of these girls have from 500 to 750 documented volunteer hours, bringing the total number of volunteer hours for these 9 girls to over 5,000 hours of service.
Congratulations to our 2023 homecoming court. Cole Gideon, senior class president, along with our mascot, are joining Mr. Ben Renner, principal of Texas High School at midfield.
Now, the moment we have all been waiting for. The 2023 Maid of Honor is Shania Richardson.
And now, the 2023 homecoming queen is Neely K. Anderson. Please join Mr. Renner with Cole on the 50-yard line.
Congratulations to Queen Neely K. Anderson and her court.
Please direct your attention to midfield. students from Mount Pleasant High School and Texas High School Student Councils are meeting as a sign of goodwill and sportsmanship. We may be rivals on the field, but we are friends through Student Council.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Remain standing for a moment of silence to honor the participants in tonight's game and for our troops at home and abroad.
Thank you. Please continue standing for the playing of the Mount Pleasant School song, followed by the Texas High School song.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It is Friday night already, Coach. It seems like it was just Friday yesterday.
It does. Really, really quick week. Once you get into the season, things start going by. You get in a routine, and practice goes from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You start gearing down. Thursday, you're really polishing up, eliminating plays from the call sheets. And then Friday, you're going walk through, and the next thing you know, you're at Grimm Stadium, and it's about 10 minutes to kickoff. So
That's right. That's right. And again, if you're just now joining us, it's homecoming here at Texas High, and we are live here at Tiger Stadium, Texarkana Game Day, along with TigerVision. We've got the students down on the field, up here in the booth, running cameras and sound and all kinds of stuff. And, of course, we've got our guy Doty here, who is a Texas High alumni as well, and so we appreciate him for helping us out. Coach, we couldn't work.
There's always a guy behind the scenes.
We couldn't work all this stuff.
I was telling them last week, sometimes I feel like George Strait walking in here, like
That's
on
right.
tour. They do all the hard work. They get here about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, set everything up, and right before the game starts, we walk in here like we're big time, and they got everything set
That's
up.
right.
So we're definitely, we appreciate everything those guys do, Doty and TigerVision. And to have a facility like this, to be able to bring Texarkana Game Day to the community. So we're super excited about that. Really excited about the game.
And not just TigerVision and Game Day and the band and the football players, but ladies and gentlemen, the Tiger King himself is here tonight. And I hear he's already had 2 wardrobe changes. This is the third one. I see him coming out on the field right now. He has changed once again into his attire to get the smoke. And, Coach, I heard we might have some fireworks tonight.
I think number 4 is going to give us some fireworks, but before the game, I think we're going to have they got that north end zone blocked off, the north parking lot, and looks like we got some big fireworks set up. We had our homecoming parade last night, and we had a good firework display there, so I know all of our community appreciates that. Our school appreciates that. It really sets the tempo for the game. Big fireworks show. Hopefully, offensively, we can put up some fireworks too. So
absolutely. And so if you are tuning in on Facebook, we appreciate you for watching Texarkana Game Day and TigerVision. Make sure you go over and like this post and share it as well, so everybody in the surrounding area, or I guess across the world, knows that the Tigers are playing football here in about 14 minutes. And so the Tigers have not yet come out of the locker room. They're still got some festivities going on the field, the alma maters and all kinds of stuff like that going on down there. But, Coach, let's talk about some of the games in the past, so far this season, some of these first games. I haven't been to the last 2 games. You and Billy have done a great job calling those. But let's talk about last week moving toward this week.
It all starts last week with Javari Johnson, number 4. He really took the game over last week. You could tell. I was talking to Coach Stanford earlier today, and the thing you notice about Javari is when he's getting tackled this year, he's falling forward. Mm-hmm. And I think last year he was still coming into his own as far as physically, and you can tell a good year, a good offseason, everything. Those piles when he's getting tackled are falling forward, which is really good offensively. Defensively, with Coach Wilson, Coach Hawk last week, the Tiger defense really suffocated Hallsville to the point where it was almost, and this is going to sound bad, but it was almost boring calling the game because they would get a 3 and out, then we get the offense, and so we're trying to find stuff to talk about by the end of the game. But defense has really made a lot of strides, especially playing these huddle tempo offenses and getting aligned. And we have a lot of young players the last few weeks that's really step up. We've had about 7 to 8 guys total injury, really key players for the Tigers injured on both sides of the ball. So really good chance to get those young guys getting a lot of quality reps, especially in district play last week to open up District 8 5A. Good start, 1-0 for the Tigers.
Absolutely. And so, of course, the Tigers tonight looking sharp. You'll see them momentarily when they come out of the tunnel, but they are all blacked out tonight, Coach. What do you think about those uniforms?
The seniors love it. Coach Stanford usually lets the seniors – we have a senior leadership group, and they usually get to pick the attire for the week. But I know our players, just from historically speaking, our Tigers love the black on black with black. And it's back in black tonight, homecoming, my 20-year class of 2003 shout-out. I know we have a lot of our people in the stands, especially for my class. We got 3 or 4 different class reunions tonight. So big crowd here at Grimm Stadium.
And so as we get prepared to start this game between your Texas High Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Tigers, Coach, a pretty balanced offensive attack from the Texas High Tigers this year, averaging 243 on the in the air and 235 on the ground. I mean, that's almost as balanced as you can get.
Yeah, Coach Toon and Coach Stanford, they really do a good job trying to distribute the ball evenly for the playmakers. And a lot of times we do whatever the defense allows. So one game we might be pass heavy, another game we might be run heavy, but towards the end it all kind of equals out. We like to have balance, trying to keep defenses off, just off balance. Go from game to game. You change your game plan. You change your schemes from series to series, depending on what defenses give you. But for the most part, when you can keep that pretty good balance, it keeps defenses on their toes and you keep them unpredictable on defense. But really good job so far.
And, Coach, what about this stat? Averaging 42 points a game. When you're, at least when you're on the off or defensive side of the ball on a coaching staff, when your offense is averaging 42 points a game, you're probably going to win a lot of ball games.
You are, and that's the thing that during the preseason, you really want to try to get a feel for where your offense is going to go throughout the year. You want to, and we have so many skill guys returning. The key has really been the offensive line up front, holding up in pass protections, and really taking over the run game, and being physical up front. There's a lot of new starters, but the starters that we've replaced from last year's team are really good. 2 Division I guys already, and another one that's going to be probably a Division I guy, Josh Blackwell. But those guys have really done. It all starts up front. If you can't block and you can't tackle on defense, then you're going to have a long season. We've made a lot of strides each week.
And speaking of a high-powered offense, tonight, led by David J. Potter, coming out 60% completions. Coach, he may get over 1,000 yards in tonight's game.
You know, David J. has battled some injuries the last few weeks. Kind of held him out a little bit last week, where they did hold him out last week. I think they're going to try to give him the go tonight unless I got some bad information. But so we're glad to have David J. back. Cam Reitner did a great job. You know, got a lot of meaningful reps in the last couple of weeks. So he's made a lot of strides. I know Coach Stanford, I know Coach Toon, they're excited to have David J. back, as everybody is on the Tiger side of the field. So look for him to do good tonight.
Coach, a big play threat. Number 4 in the backfield, Javari Johnson. He's got 722 yards. He's averaging 7.7 yards a carry. He's got 6 touchdowns so far this year. Big play guy right there.
Statistics say give him the ball every time,
Absolutely.
and you're going to score a lot of points. And it's like we were talking about earlier, the physical side. He's nobody's going to catch him in a game of tag or a racer. He's going to win every one of them. But it's the physical side, running inside the tackles, breaking tackles, making sure the piles are moving forward when he gets tackled. And he's done a really great job. And you see those linemen pushing bodies downfield. And like I said, you go back to the linemen, they've done a good job.
It's very rare in high school football that your Batman has a Robin, but Tredarian Ball coming in, he's got almost 300 yards, but he's averaging 6.5 yards a carry as well. Coach, that's a pretty dynamic duo right there.
Yeah, T-Ball, he's been one of the guys. I was talking about some injuries. We've had some injuries the last few weeks. He's one of the guys they held out last week to get him ready for tonight. He looked pretty fast today during walkthrough and practice. So look to have him back tonight. Hopefully, anytime you get him the ball, good things happen. He's one of those guys that can take it the distance every time he touches it, and he can play everywhere on the field.
And then when they do decide to throw it, not only can they throw it to the guys out of the backfield, but you got guys like T.J. Gray, Brandon Hall, Knox Pilgreen. I mean, this lineup is full of big play guys that they can get the ball to.
T.J. Gray's been that staple guy for the last 2 to 3 years, with him mixing in a lot on defense as well, just having that Iron Man mentality to be able to go both sides of the ball and make plays. He had a pick 6 last week against Hallsville, makes plays all game on offense, just that senior leader in that outside skill set where we have a lot of young guys that mix in too. But TJ, you can't say enough about TJ. Knox Pilgreen's a mismatch for linebackers and safeties. He's come on this year. Joe, or the other tight end, had a really good game last week. Probably his best game as a blocker, and caught a couple balls. So everything's clicking right now for the Tiger offense. Hopefully we can put one more good showing together.
And, Coach, we don't give enough love, to the offensive linemen, but, man, that's a really good offensive line down there this year. We've got DeQuarius Ford, Damian Chisholm, Bryce Holmes, Josh Blackwell, and Evan Holman. Coach, you coached most of these guys, if not all of them. Tell us a little bit about that big O-line down there.
Well, we talked about Quay Ford, the big left tackle, a true freshman. He doesn't have an ounce of facial hair on his face. He looks like a big baby, big tall baby. He's a gifted player. Really, really good job. He's not a vulnerable spot that you think some freshmen can be. Damian Chisholm, the big red machine. He's a good player. He's got a couple D1 offers actually from Baylor. Bryce Holmes, a center. He's a really good player. Josh Blackwell, really athletic. And then Evan Holman, he's the captain of the O-line, 3-year starter, number 55. Really good player, really good leader.
Now, did I hear this right? Could we, can we see Cameron Reitner place a little receiver tonight?
I think Cam is one of those guys when he's not quarterback and he's too good of an athlete to not be on the field.
Yeah.
So he'll be on the field somewhere, whether it's either slot receiver or at safety or at corner. He'll get himself on the field. He's too dynamic of a player to not be on the field.
And again, if you're just now tuning in, it is homecoming here at Tiger Stadium at Grimm Park. The Tigers entering the tunnel, and momentarily the smoke will begin. So we've got a little hype video put together by TigerVision, going to show up on the screen right now. The fans are on their feet. And here in just a second, the Tiger King will smoke it up here on the Texas side of Texarkana. Again tonight, our game being brought to you by Texarkana Gameday and TigerVision, alongside Our sponsors: Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank, Gregor Auto, Washington Academy, Rocasa, Reliance. Your timeout sponsor, Texas A&M Texarkana. Our replay sponsor is Texar. And our scoreboard, the new and improved scoreboard, brought to you by Commercial National Bank. And so you can hear the band and you can hear the fans.
Loud out there.
And the Texas flag is a-waving. Coach, those Tigers are ready to hit the field.
You can tell they're packed in that tee and they're waiting to run out. And what a great crowd here. Our side is completely full. Our band's playing. Our cheerleaders are cheering. Gerald team's waiting on them for the run out. What a perfect setting for high school football here at Grimm Stadium.
Coach, if this doesn't pump you up, something's wrong.
I know it.
The fireworks have begun. The smoke is in the air, and here come your Texas High Tigers.
Fireworks show live from Rose Hill, Texas. Baby.
That is right. You can see it on your screen from miles away. Texas High coming out in their all-black uniforms. Black helmets. Mount Pleasant will wear the white tops with the black bottoms and their black helmets tonight as well. The referees are awaiting the captains out on the field. And I believe we got some insider information that the Tigers will start the ball game receiving the ball tonight, so the offense will trot out on the field first. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before we begin the ball game. Our captains fixing to head out to midfield and talk with the officials for tonight. Again, Brian Bolt alongside the superstar, the legendary, the 20-year reunion.
20-year, 2003.
Coach Harrell.
Long. Seems like it was just yesterday we were walking these halls here at Texas High. But I will like to give a shout out to my man, number 91, Sam Ross down there, the captain for tonight's Texas High homecoming game. Really good young man, always excited to be a part of the program.
Our captains tonight for the Tigers, number 65, Bryce Holmes, number 91, Sam Ross, number 82, Devin Moore, and number 67, Greg Law. They are out speaking with the official here, and we'll be underway here in about 1 minute at Tiger Stadium. If you are tuning in, we appreciate you for watching tonight. Make sure you share this so that everyone knows that it is homecoming here at Tiger Stadium. And as you can see, we mentioned the new and improved Commercial National Bank scoreboard. We got your time on there where you can see that. Coach, that's one of the things we've struggled with the last few years, was making sure we kept everybody up to date on the time since it wasn't on the screen. But our man Doty over here going to be working the scoreboard for us tonight.
He's always looking to improve the production of it.
That's right.
It always looks great, but kudos to him. He's always doing everything he can to make it better.
Doty, we're going to have the down and distance and stuff tonight too? No? Okay. He said not that much work.
Not that much. We'll get that next week. So hopefully every down will be first down for us.
So a few hugs and handshakes out at midfield, and the clock is under a minute, and we are going to be underway with the kickoff here at homecoming at Grimm Park. Coach, you see anybody watching there you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I know my mom's logged in from Shreveport, Louisiana. Give a shout out to my mom. I see her logged in here. Rick Minner, the former Texas High grad. Rick Minner's the father of the Jesse Minner, defense coordinator at Michigan. Good shout out to him. Chase Walker, former Texas High alum.
Chase Walker, he watches every week.
He is a dedicated Tiger fan, that's for sure.
That's right. If you're tuning in, give us a comment and let us know where you're watching from. We'll do our best to try to call your name, and we always like to see where everybody's watching from.
We get people all over the country.
All over. And so the ball is teed up, and they are ready for kickoff. That's number 97, Alberto Avila. Just like that, we are underway. TJ Gray gonna take it in about the 20. He's bringing it across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line, and the offense from Texas High will trot out on the field. Your starting lineup tonight for Texas High, brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. Coach, talk a little bit about David J. Potter.
David J. coming off he had a little tweaked muscle. He's a senior, not a senior quarterback, but he's a junior quarterback, really making strides from his last year. He's the guy that gets the ball to the right people. He's done a really good job this year, the leader of the offense.
Tredarian Ball and Javari Johnson both going to be on the field tonight at some point, sometimes together and sometimes not. But, man, those two guys, we talked about them pregame, how big of playmakers both of those guys are. Brandon Hall, TJ Gray. Coach, this offensive line is just stacked.
Every one of them can score. Every one of them, when they want to play, they're probably some of the best ones in this area at their position. So excited about tonight. Mount Pleasant has a good defense, so we'll see how we stack up.
Potter in the shotgun, Johnson back there with him. He'll give it to Johnson on the first play of the game, a little stutter step, and he'll gain a few yards there. Looks like they're going to give him about 2 yards on first down.
Until we turn the guy loose right there in the middle. Got to cover that guy up, big 99 down there. He's a big body.
So a nice job by Mount Pleasant there, bottling that one up. But 2 yards, going to be second down and about 8 for the Tigers. David J. Potter, a seasoned quarterback, getting everybody where he wants them at. Little play action here, trying to go to Knox Pilgreen. He will get it to him, and he's going to break one tackle across the first down marker, and that'll be the first down of the game for Texas High. Going to bring it out to about the 44-yard line.
Good job on the yards after catch for my man Knox Pilgreen.
And a nice job there by Potter.
Being a little patient.
The linebacker grabbed a hold of Pilgreen as he came out for his route there, and Potter just ran around long enough to get him free and gave him the ball.
Some good job here, Potter getting everybody set. Try to get a little tempo. Got a pin-pull scheme right here.
Going to hand it off to Johnson. Going to be a nice gain. It's going to turn into a real big gain, and he's not going to run around him. He's going to go right over him. And a big game there for Javari Johnson all the way down to the 41-yard line. Coach breaks
right
one
through.
tackle. Yeah, you're not going to arm tackle him very often.
I used to tell him run right through his face. That's where we want to aim, right at his face.
Good job there by the offensive line from Texas High, along with the receivers, giving good blocks there. Going to be first down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Potter's going to take it and hand it off to Johnson. Again, a stutter step, a cut back the other way, and Coach, he's going to make a little bit out of nothing there. We're going to give him about 1 yard on the play.
Good job by the Mount Pleasant defense, stuffing up the middle right there.
So the defense here, the defensive starters here that you can see on your screen from Mount Pleasant. The defensive line there that you can see doing a really good job.
Yeah, big 99, Aiden Johnson is a big body down there.
And they're only allowing 32 points a game, Coach. The Tigers used to scoring more than that, so we'll see how it goes for the Mount Pleasant defense. Potter going to have 2 receivers up top. He'll hand it this time to Ball. Ball around the right side. He breaks loose. There is a flag that comes in very late, but Ball's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. We'll wait and see what this flag is. It was thrown from way back in the secondary. That flag flew 25 yards. And it's going to be on the defense. That will be the first touchdown of the night for the Tigers.
So a really good start offensively. Come out in gear, getting the opening drive touchdown at homecoming. It's a good way to set the tone.
41 yards on the carry from Tredarian Ball, the sophomore running back for the Tigers. And that's going to bring on the kicking unit here.
My man Delk. Delk kicked the game winner a couple games ago. Worth McMillan on the hold.
Franklin Delk to attempt the point after. It is up and it is good. And just like that, on the first series, 9:22 left to go here in the first quarter. Texas High up 7-0. Here's a replay of that 41-yard run there by Tredarian Ball.
Looks like he's not even running that fast, does he? But nobody catches him.
That's right, and into the end zone. And with that, we're going to take our first break of the night, and we'll be back with more Tiger football right after this.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, Orr BMW, Orr Cadillac, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Super Center. In Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. The Tigers up 7-0 over the Mount Pleasant Tigers, and we're going to give you a little bit of a treat tonight. We've got Billy Lavender live from the sidelines, and we are going to go down there to him right now and see what he thinks about that first drive from the Tigers. Well, we thought we were going to. We've got some technical difficulties. We're going to get those worked out, and we'll be back with the Tiger King himself on the sideline. He was breaking up there on us, but we're going to get his mic worked out so we can get some updates from him through the game. But again, Coach, pretty impressive first drive by the Tigers. 9:22 left to go here in the first quarter, and they march it right down the field.
Right down the field. You mix in some running, some pass, and the good thing is you see the offensive line coming off the ball. You see the running backs running with their pads down, running downhill. It all starts, I know Coach Toon and Coach Stanford want to establish being physical up front, especially early in a big game like this. You can't fit another person in on this home side for sure. But really good job by the offense, start of the offense.
Delk on the kick after.
That was not planned, I promise you. That was not planned.
Coach Delk on the kick after the penalty, and Delk says, you know what, we'll just take it right back with some really good field position. He receives his own onside kick.
It's better to be lucky than good.
That's right. Man, what a nice play there by Delk. I'm sure the coach's staff told him, hey, if you see this, have at it.
I think I'm speechless. That was a great play.
We were not ready for that, for sure.
I know the Mount Pleasant Tigers weren't ready for it.
Franklin Delk kicked it and went right down the field, and the Tiger offense going to trot back out, and they've got great field position inside the 35.
Look for a big deep ball right here, deep post, either TJ or B. Hall.
So here's the play action. Potter going to be dropped in the backfield. Nice coverage there by the secondary from Mount Pleasant. TJ Gray ran a little post route there into the end zone, and he was covered up well. David J didn't have anywhere to go with it, and he takes the sack. Going to bring up second down and about 21.
Yeah, number 7, Antex Jeffrey from Mount Pleasant, 6'2", 180, nickel linebacker, really athletic body. Got through there. We got to pick that guy up.
Cameron Reitner in the ball game now at the bottom of your screen. At receiver, TJ Gray and Brandon Hall up top. Reitner going to come in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Looking for a screen, and Potter smartly just throws it into the ground. Nice coverage again there by Mount Pleasant. A little motion with a screen behind it there, Coach.
Yeah. You kind of see him, number 11, Jacoby Turner. He saw it. He kind of sniffed that one out. But good setup, though. The trying to disguise that little bit off of jet action. So I like the creativity, but good job on the defense.
Going to bring Reitner out and trot in another tight end, Joe Miller. They'll split Knox Pilgreen out to the top side. Have 3 receivers up there, and Javari Johnson in the backfield with Potter. Javari will go in motion. Potter looking across the middle, and he's got TJ Gray across the 30. He breaks a couple tackles down to the 20, down to the 19-yard line, and that'll be a big first down. for the Texas High Tigers.
TJ's been making those plays all year so far. He makes the plays when you need it. Good job by David J. putting the ball on him.
Nice job there by the Texas High offensive line, giving Potter time to let his receivers get open, and he hits Gray across the middle for a big first down. Going to be first down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Johnson going to get the carry around the left side. Nothing going for him. He'll lose about a yard on the play. He'll bring up second down and about 12.
Number 7, we got to get a hold of him. He's a really good backer. He's already made two good plays this series for the defense, for the Mount Pleasant defense.
7:45 left to go here in the opening period at Tiger Stadium. A nice first drive by Texas High, and then an onside kick, and they're marching it down the field again. David J. Potter in the backfield. He'll drop back this time looking for a receiver. No one there. He's going to scramble. He's going to be dropped for a loss of another 2 yards. Going to bring up third down and about 14 for the Tigers. Just nothing there. The secondary from Mount Pleasant doing a really good job on those fast receivers from Texas High.
Yeah, good coverage all the way around. Even some good pressure up front. We got to really sustain those blocks a little bit more. But David J., he probably could have got the ball out a little quicker, but really good coverage.
Reitner back on the field for the Tigers. Reitner and Hall going to be split out to the bottom side of your screen. TJ Gray by himself along with Knox Pilgreen to the far side, and that's going to be a timeout. Mount Pleasant didn't like what they had going on there. Actually, no one was over covering Brandon Hall.
Yeah, they had a bad matchup problem over B. Hall because there was nobody over him.
That's right.
That's why you see that timeout.
Well, they're going to take a break on the field, and so are we. The Tigers lead 7-0 here at Tiger Stadium. It's homecoming. Make sure you come back. There's more of the Coach Jeremy Harrell show right after this. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium here at Grimm Park. 6:44 left to go in the first quarter. The Tigers lead 7-0. Coach, their first offensive drive, they marched the ball right down the field, and here, stalling out just a little bit around the 20-yard line and going backwards the last couple plays. What are you seeing?
We're turning a linebacker loose inside, so it's just a combination block up front. We're not coming off the linebackers as quick as we need to. We got to get that double team pushed into the linebacker. That way we can get a little bit more free up some space inside.
Potter in the backfield going to drop the pass. He was looking for TJ Gray. He's over in the band right now. TJ Gray was driven all the way out into the band section. And nowhere to go with the ball. Looked like they were looking for that matchup over there with TJ Gray by himself. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 16.
Yeah, the Mount Pleasant defense has showed up. They gave up the first drive, but this second drive they really clamped down. If you're just tuning in, we've had a quick touchdown, an onside kick recovery, and now we're on offense again. Defense coaches are happy. They ain't had to be on the field yet.
Potter looking again and going to throw, and it's going to be a wide open TJ Gray for a touchdown for the Tigers. And
they're trying to say he stepped out of bounds. The coaches are.
Well, it should have been holding then either way, because the defensive the cornerback over there for Mount Pleasant almost drugged TJ Gray down on the ground, and somehow he got away from him. That's why he was running wide open. The cornerback fell down. He tried to tackle TJ and didn't work out for him that time. Delk on to attempt the extra point. So after this break, we're going to try Billy one more time. The kick from Delk, it's up and it's good. And here at homecoming, 5:57 left to go, and the Tigers up by 2 touchdowns. Here's a replay of that touchdown to TJ Gray, and we'll be right back with more Tiger football right after this. Welcome back to Friday Night Football, brought to you by Texarkana Gameday and TigerVision. We are live at Tiger Stadium, where they have a 2-touchdown lead over the visiting Mount Pleasant Tigers. Delk on to kick off this time, and Coach, they got somebody in front of him this time.
They're not going to be fooled again. Really
Delk's kick going to go out of the back of the end zone, and the Mount Pleasant Tigers will start their drive on the 25-yard line. Here is your defensive starters for the Texas High Tigers. Coach, who's a couple of your players we need to watch?
Kenneth Merriman, number 54, the defensive tackle, senior leader of their Jamarian Hope, young player. Taquan Black's made a lot of plays. You know, it starts with Tristan Powell at middle linebacker. Shaylin Cooper coming in made a lot of plays. On the back end, you got TJ and Tim Austin. So we got some playmakers on defense as well. Marcus Hall's got 3 to 4 interceptions this year. Really excited to see the Tiger defense tonight.
First play of the game is going to be a deep pass down the sideline. He's got a man. He makes the catch, and he'll be knocked out about the 32-yard line. A nice pitch and catch there from Mason McMahon. Here's the offensive starting lineup. You can see Mason McMahon right there at the quarterback position, and I believe that was number, let's see, I thought it was number 4. Maybe they've switched, but we've got number 4, Owen Green, at wide receiver as well. So McMahon in the backfield. He's got Tony Grant back there with him. He's going to throw it again. That's going to be caught by Green out in the flats, and the Tigers will swarm him quickly, but not after a 5-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 5 for Mount Pleasant.
Tim, good job by Marcus Hall coming up and making the tackle for a minimal gain. If you notice the whole offensive line from Mount Pleasant on the snap, all 5 of them did what we call a cut series. They just one big quick set, and everybody's cutting them just to kind of slow that pass rush down.
McMahon in the backfield, got 2 backs with him. They're both going to motion. One will split out wide. McMahon going to take it, and he'll hand it off this time around the right side, and a nice gain. He's going to break a couple of tackles all the way down to the 5-yard line. He was going backwards, and he decided to go toward the goal line. Going to get all the way down inside the 1. A nice job there by number 26, Tony Grant, a little small, shifty back for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Good start for the Mount Pleasant offense, coming out with a good deep ball to start with, and now they're running a little smash mouth as well. So kind of the same recipe for both offenses so far.
Grant made a couple nice moves there, and again, the ball on the 1-yard line. McMahon in the shotgun. He'll bring a man in motion. That's Green. He'll fake it to Green and take it himself, and he'll walk into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for Mount Pleasant. First time their offense gets on the field tonight, and they answer with a big drive down the field. Only took 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, I know number 1, the quarterback, man, he's a really good player. He's a high-profile name in East Texas. He's the guy that makes their offense go, and everything that they do offensively, whether it's quarterback run game, any kind of pass situation, he's the guy that you got to key on. He's the guy you got to stop. He makes everything go for them.
Their kicking unit will trot onto the field. That's going to be Geraldo Chavez. Good snap and a hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Mount Pleasant Tigers get back in the ball game. Texas High leads 14-7, 4:26 left to go. We're going to take a short break and hear about some coffee from Local Habit. We'll be back with more Texas High football in just a minute.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
What's it like at Texarkana College? Life-changing. Starting here means you can go anywhere. We offer student support, student life, dual credit, and hands-on training. And now you can enroll anytime. We'll help you start your future at Texarkana College. Get started by visiting us on campus or online at texarkanacollege.edu. Your future starts here.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Mount Pleasant just kicked off to the Tigers, and it was fair caught by Knox Pilgreen down around the 30-yard line, but there is a flag on the play.
Offside, ticketing number 81. 7-4 is 5 yards in the kick. That's Collins on first down.
All right, so a nice field position to start for Texas High, and David J. Potter will lead this offense back out again. They've scored on both of their offensive series that they've had so far tonight. Coach, what do you expect to see here?
I think probably we're going to get a big dose of number 4 right here. I know they want to come back and establish it early, the run game, and if number 4 doesn't get the ball here, I'll be shocked. Or I'd say that probably an inside zone or something similar to that, with always having the option to throw it to B Hall on the quick screen down at the slot.
So Javari Johnson in the backfield with Potter. We're going to throw a quick shot out to Brandon Hall. He had a little room. He'll break one tackle, tries to break more, and he'll get about 5 yards out of that first down pitch and catch.
Yeah, pretty productive first play. You know, you got your run, set your run up, or you get a box alert. B Hall's a good option. It's hard to tackle an open field.
So second down and about 4 for the Texas High Tigers. They're right on the 40-yard line. Potter going to take it and hand it to Johnson this side around the right side, and he's got a big gap. He's going to get down. He's going to get the first down plus a few more.
Did a really good job picking up number 7, the big linebacker for Mount Pleasant. He come on the blitz, and we picked him up. We got a hat on a hat, and Javari gets the first down.
So first down and 10 for the Tigers after this big run there by Johnson. Going to be on the 49-yard line. Johnson in the backfield with Potter. They'll hand it to him again. Oh, Coach, and if he didn't trip, he had a lot of green right there.
He was getting him one for sure, because they weren't going to catch him on that one. He got tripped up. But really good schemes right now. You get a hat for a hat. That's all you can ask for offensively. Then at some point, that running back's got to earn his chicken box down there too, because he gets one-on-one with the safety, and we like our chances.
That turf got him just a little bit there, but he gets 5 out of the play.
Monster.
Going to throw it out to Tredarian Ball. He's going to dance around a little bit and get a few yards. Not quite enough for the first down. It's going to be third down and about 1 for the Tigers from the 42-yard line.
It's good to see number 3 back on the field for the Tigers, coming off held him out last week. Little strain, but good to see him back. He's always a weapon out there to go the distance anytime.
Going to hand it off to Johnson across the left side, and he'll get the first down and more. We're going to pick up about 10 yards there on the third down play, all the way down to the 31-yard line, and that's where the chains will reset. Getting down under 2 minutes here in the opening quarter of this ball game. If you're looking for a bunch of points to be scored tonight, Stay tuned.
It's happened before. In the first game, we had 28 points scored in about a minute and a half.
Johnson going to be hitting the backfield and break
going.
a couple tackles and a couple nice blocks picked up there, and he's to the end zone. He dives. Touchdown, Texas High.
Hand it to 4.
The coaching staff wanting a block in the back there. But, Coach, from my point of view, I think he hit him square as you can get.
So you're not getting that call in Grimm Stadium.
That's right.
Not on homecoming. Really good job up front, though, getting the hat for a hat and then letting Javari do the rest.
Johnson hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle. We talked about it earlier, Coach. You're not going to arm tackle him very often. He squirts out of there and takes it 31 yards into the end zone.
Really good job by him. He's that physical back that he's transformed his body in offseason, looks really good and playing physical.
And TJ Gray, the one that laid that big block that allowed Johnson to break free there. Delk on for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. Texas High scores fast again. We got 28 points here in the first quarter, and we still got a minute 39 left to go. We're going to take a break with the players on the field, and when we come back, we're going to have more Texas High football right here live at Grimm Park. It's homecoming. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Coach Harrell over here getting some nose spray so he can get those nostrils ready for this.
I know it.
Coach, you may need some for this next minute and 39 because I bet we'll have 20 more points scored before the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll creep into about an hour and 20-minute first quarter right here.
Delk going to kick it off. It'll be received inside the 5. Going to have a nice little return here out to about the 27-yard line. They'll mark him out right at the 27, and that's where Mount Pleasant will trot out for their second offensive series of the night.
Tim, I will give a quick shout out to Dr. Freddie Contreras and his wife Bridget. They're watching in Dallas, Texas. My mother-in-law is watching, Carol Pierce. She's watching from Maud, Texas at her house. Y'all give us some, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you some shout outs.
Long ways out to Maud.
Yep. But good game so far, 21-7. Great atmosphere.
Yes, it is.
Packed stands.
Grimm Stadium is packed, and Mount Pleasant brought a good little crowd over there. McMahon going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it down the sideline. It will be caught down around the 45-yard line. They'll mark him at the 47. A nice job there, a wide open receiver there. I believe that was number 0, Dylan Bennett. It's going to be first down and 10 for Mount Pleasant. Their offense came out their first series as well and marched the ball down the field. So the Texas High defense.
Long-standing rivalry game. We've played these two teams for a long time. These two teams been going at it every year for a long time.
McMahon going to hit Bennett again, and he's going to have another big gain. Little crossing route.
They're going to get 15 yards on top of that probably. Nope, they didn't call it.
No flag there on the sideline, but it will be a first down. A nice job there by Bennett again, a little crossing route. And he will have another big gain for the Tigers. Demetrius Beasley tuning in from Denver, Colorado.
Denver. See, my Aunt Christy, she's driving to Dallas. Her and my little cousin Brayley, they're driving to Dallas. Heather Bankosh, my other cousin, she's in Nacogdoches watching.
We've got a timeout on the field. It is an official timeout. don't think anyone's actually called a timeout. But we have Coach Stanford out talking with the officials. Not sure exactly what's going on, but we'll be back underway here in just a second. Coach Stanford going to.
We do have David J's Aunt Peg and Uncle Ron. They're watching.
Looks like Coach Stanford's going to ask for someone to be escorted out of the stadium. Looks like we may have a problem over on the visiting sideline. So
somebody's about to get an all-expense-paid trip somewhere.
Or maybe it is
might be an air horn or some sort of.
Maybe so.
Normally when things like this happen, there's some either air horns or something that people aren't supposed to be using, or laser pointers, things like that. But either way, Coach Stanford ain't happy about it.
So it looks like we've got some faculty and security who is over trying to get someone off of the.
Any movement by the offense, vision, and contact does not do a false start.
Okay. All right, so we're back underway here. 53 seconds left to go before the second quarter. It's going to be handed off around the right side, and it'll be bottled up quickly by a host of Tigers.
It's a good job defending the power scheme right there out of the split back.
It's like T.J. Gray in there on the tackle, along with number 40, Mr. Cooper.
Shaylin Cooper, he's one of the young ones that's really come up this year.
Sophomore out there playing some linebacker.
We've called his name quite a bit the last few weeks. He's really made strides.
So second down and 9.
Taquan Black.
Getting chased around.
0, baby. Taquan Black, remember, he's holding up the 0.
A nice job there by Mr. Black. Getting Mason McMahon for a big loss. Going to bring up third down and about 25. Here is your Texar replay. Just beating the block, getting into the backfield, and McMahon had nowhere to go. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Your Tigers lead 21-7 over Mount Pleasant. It's homecoming here at Grimm Park, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more Tiger football right here from TigerVision and Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Brian Bolton, Coach Jeremy Harrell here live at Tiger Stadium, bringing you the second quarter of tonight's ball game. McMahon going to be rushed out of the pocket. Tigers in pursuit, and he's going to be taken down by 2 Tigers.
Zion Dillard, number 21.
Call his name quite a bit there, and then number 40, Mr. Cooper again over there, along with number 90, Duncan McGee, all in pursuit there of McMahon. Going to bring up fourth down and forever, and that'll bring on the punting unit for Mount Pleasant. It's going to be Chavez that comes in to kick it away.
Got to give a quick shout out to Holly Hickerson and her daughter Hadley, who she's a cheerleader. Hope you get feeling better. I know they're watching the Tigers right now.
Tredarian Ball back deep for the Tigers. He'll stand just inside the 20-yard line. Chavez will punt it away. He's going to try to kick it over the head, and he does. It'll roll into the end zone. And David J. Potter will trot out with 11. Well, trying to get our, there we go. 11-11 left to go before halftime. And speaking of halftime, if you like the band part of the game, I think you're in for a treat. Mount Pleasant has a really good band. They put on a big production that they'll trot out at halftime along with the best band in the land. Your Texas High Tiger Band will trot out at halftime as well, and I'm sure with it being homecoming, they're going to put on
as Billy Lavender,
really good show.
As Billy Lavender said, we always win the halftime. There's
That's
no
right.
question about that.
That is right. There's no debating that.
We always win the halftime.
Potter in the backfield. Going to hand it off the ball around the right side, and he'll get a couple before being stopped by the Mount Pleasant defense. Ball's helmet going to come off. He's going to trot off the field. Javari Johnson will come back in. Going to give him 1 on the play.
Some good pin pull scheme right there. Good job by Mount Pleasant defending. You get them pin. You pin 2 guys on the front side of the play, and you're pulling 2 guys from the back side to try to outflank the defense. Really good job by Mount Pleasant's defense. I will give a shout out to Valence Hunt, probably one of my all-time favorite Texas High players. T-Vay is watching. One of the greatest receivers we've had here.
Play clock winding down. Potter trying to get everybody in position. He will get it off. He's going to fake it and roll out. He's looking for Knox Pilgreen. Pilgreen.
Going to bring him down. No call. Wow.
I was going to say that Pilgreen was going to bring the flag there, but no flag. And you can hear someone in the stands say that that was terrible.
That may have been his dad, Greg.
That may have been.
Getting a little animated.
May have been. We may have to get him out from under our field mic.
And it's pretty loud if you can hear it because we're pretty high up here at Grimm Stadium. But
yeah.
We have the best view that you can get on a Friday night.
Now, look, we're not down there on the field with the officials, but from up here, it looked like it was.
Looked like he was going to drag him down.
Yeah, yeah. Nonetheless, going to go for Pilgreen again, and he's going to make a fingertip catch. He's going to get all the way down to the 20-yard line, and he's going to say first down, and rightfully so, young man.
What a great play, great throw, everything. Great protection. Man, that was a good play. Watch the replay. Man.
David J. Potter just moving around in the pocket, and look at the finesse. He just puts it. Look at the fingertip catch by my man, Knox Pilgreen, and the great camera work there by TigerVision right on it.
I always give Coach Toone's dad a shout-out when the first time the tight end catches the ball, because Steve Toone always telling him, throw it to the tight ends, throw it to the tight ends.
So first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Knox didn't need a penalty there.
If he handed the ball off to Javari would have bounced his head off the goalpost.
Yeah. But he's going to throw it. It's going to be complete. It's going to be out to number 11, Amarian Reese. He's going to get 6 on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers. I see Tony Kirk just tuning in, and his man, Knox Pilgreen, just came up with a huge catch. After what should have been a penalty, he said, hey, Coach, don't worry about that. Throw it to me again, see what happens.
Got up, signaled the first down. It's really good to see him get involved. He's made a lot of strides since last season, too.
And, man, what a pair of hands on that guy. Nice fingertip catch. This is going to be handed off to Johnson. He's going to take it around the left side. The ball's going to come out, and Mount Pleasant is going to hop on it. And the defense from Texas High with 9:07 left to go. Defense going to have to come out and try to get that ball back for the Tigers.
You know you got to hold on to the ball. Nobody's more disappointed in that than Javari is, but he'll bounce back. Really good play by the Mount Pleasant defense as well. They've the score's 21-7, but they're both playing hard. It's a physical game. Just big plays here and there.
Tonight's ball game being brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank, Gregor Auto, Washington Academy, Rocasa, Reliance, Texas A&M Texarkana, Texar, Commercial National Bank, and TigerVision. McMahon going to sling it out and almost picked off right there.
Alex Jones about took it to the house.
Number 17, Alex Jones, made a break on that play. Saw it coming from a mile away, almost made a nice acrobatic catch there. But he knocks it down nonetheless. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Really good job triggering downhill on that. He saw that little quick out right there and almost got him a 6er. We'll give a shout out to Miss Kelly Owens, TJ's mom. She's always really active on the stream, watching her baby boy. Pick 6!
This one's going to be picked off by the Texas High defense. Coach, we said they had to get it back, and there it is. Touchdown for the Tigers.
He sniffed that screen right out. 2
big defensive plays back-to-back for.
Welcome back, Isaiah Dowden.
Yes, that's him.
He's been one of the starters that's been battling a little bit of the injury bug, and a senior linebacker like that, those little tailback screens are easy for them third-year linebackers to sniff out.
I wish we would have had the camera up here on Coach Harrell. He about jumped out of the press box. He knew it was going all the way. I don't think Isaiah even had the ball yet. You were already.
It split like the Red Sea from up here.
Coach called the pick 6 before they even dealt the cards. The kick from Delk up and off the upright, but it's through.
He meant to hit the upright and just shank it right on in there.
Showing his accuracy. Yeah. Here's the replay right here, Coach.
Look at that. Boom.
Picked off
the
screen. They sniffed it out and into the end zone.
Welcome back, deuce.
So a big touchdown for Isaiah Dowden. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Texas High football and hopefully another pick 6 right after this.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back. It's Friday night football here in Texarkana. We're at Tiger Stadium. Brian Bolt alongside the famous Coach Jeremy Harrell here celebrating his own homecoming tonight.
20 years.
The Tigers putting on a show for Coach Harrell.
20 years. Seems like yesterday.
Mr. Delk on to kick it away back to Mount Pleasant. He's going to kick it deep this time, and it will be caught about the 3-yard line. He's going to get across the 10, the 15. He's going to break it across the left side of the field, and he's met there by a few Tigers. They'll run him out of bounds about the 18-yard line. They'll give him the 19. I think they gave him a yard, Coach.
Yeah, good job stretching that thing out sideline to sideline. Keelan Nash got some reps last week at running back, coming in on the special teams, really stringing that thing out sideline to sideline.
A couple of your classmates there.
Yeah, looking at it. We got Cam, one of my former tackles. Cam was one of the better offensive linemen we have here. Keep giving us shout-outs.
Yeah. We'll try our best to get you on there, coaches.
24 text messages.
Everybody wants to be on.
Yeah, Lad Preston sending me some. Craig Jenkins, my man, we got to get a weather report up soon.
Oh, my goodness. Craig
Jenkins. Got to
Jenkins.
get live weather reports.
If he's tuning in, he needs to be doing something. I thought he was supposed to be here working instead of on Facebook.
Got my former tight end, Justin Leathers, is watching from Arlington. Michelle Seals is my sister-in-law watching it. Michelle, if you need your daughter, she's up here in the press box.
McMahon going to throw it out, and that's going to be too far. Nice coverage there by Marcus Hall.
Marcus has been making plays each week. He's been a guy, I think he may be leading the defense with interceptions. I know for a fact he has 3. Really good job making plays in the passing game and coming up and run support, especially as a young player.
Nice job there by the Texas High defense. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. McMahon and Grant going to be in the backfield.
Yeah, Coach Wilson giving little defensive different look tonight with a little inverted bear look or a 3-3 stack look.
Grant going to go right up the middle and be met by a host of Tigers. He's going to get about 3 on the play, going to bring up third down and about 7. It's going to be our man Duncan McGee.
Yeah, big Duncan McGee. He's somewhere at the bottom of that pile. Him and Kenneth Merriman,
That's
number
right.
54.
Taekwon Black. Everybody getting in on the tackle there.
Everybody getting in on that.
So third down and long for Mount Pleasant. The clock running, 8:05 left to go here before halftime. The bell is ringing here at Grimm Park.
From whom the bells toll.
That's right. So a big third down here for Mount Pleasant. McMahon going to drop back and pass, going to try to throw the tunnel screen, and it's sniffed out, and that will go nowhere. Going to bring up fourth down, and Mount Pleasant will punt it away.
17, Alex Jones on the tackle. Really good job seeing that jailbreak screen and getting underneath that kick block. If you can beat them linemen out there on those outside tunnel screens, you've got a chance to put somebody in a hospital, because if you get underneath that lineman, there's nobody in between you and the receiver. Good job by Alex. Got a former player, Kenneth Huff from Atlanta when I coached in Atlanta, saying, give me a shout out.
Tredarian Ball going to be back deep. He'll stand about the 41-yard line. Look to receive this punt. Thought they might be smart and kick it away from him. They're going to kick it right to him. He's going to receive it about the 45. He's going to break some tackles, get across the 50 down to the opposite 45, and that's where they'll mark the ball down at the 44.
When he just changes speeds,
yes,
it's
he does.
A difference. I mean, it's like everybody else is in quicksand. I mean, he's got that burst.
Hey, Coach, it's not easy standing back there.
No, it's not. You got 11 guys running at you, or 10 if you don't want to count the punter. But yeah, full speed, and everybody's looking at you. And if you drop the ball, everybody knows it's your fault. So it's not easy to catch punch. Good job by him.
Nice job right there. About 15 on the return for Ball, and he'll stay in the ball game with Potter.
So it's good to have David J. back behind the center.
Cameron Reitner going to be split to the top of your screen there along with Brandon Hall. TJ Gray to the bottom of your screen. Again, going to be Tredarian Ball in the backfield with Potter. Potter's going to take it and hand it to Ball.
Full screen. We could go on this one.
Around the right side, he breaks a couple arm tackles all the way down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a first down for Texas High.
Really good formation by Coach Toon, putting the tight end into the boundary. It's really, when you run that pin pull scheme, you get a hat for a hat. And now it's, like we said it before, it's a back on a safety. And so one-on-one, we like our chances.
6:44 left to go before halftime. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Going to throw it out quick to TJ Gray. He's going to pick up about 6 on first down. Be second down and 4 for the Tigers. Coach, that's always a nice, safe play there for you.
It's always available. Anytime David J. Of course, David J. and TJ's been doing that for 2 or 3 years now, throwing those what we call box alerts or quicks. Anytime that, it doesn't matter what play is called. If there's enough space and they like it, we're getting him the ball. So good job getting him involved early.
6:30 left to go. Going to hand it to Ball up the middle, and he's going to cut around the left side. He's going to tuck that ball this time and get all the way down to the 12-yard line. That'll be another first down.
Yeah, number 5 for Mount Pleasant got a free ride right there. He hit T-ball, aimed at his neck and ran through his face. Love seeing him run. There's nothing better than watching them backs run over people.
That's right.
If you get them running backs running over people, especially second-level defenders, you're usually going to have a pretty good night running the ball.
Pumps those offensive linemen up as well.
When you watch them, it gets the crowd excited seeing them guys run over people.
Ball going to stay in the background. It's going to be Brandon Hall that comes up with it.
It's going to be a horse collar.
And it will be a penalty there for a horse collar tackle. He'll get about 2 on the carry, but then they'll have the penalty marked off here. It's Texas High going to march the ball right down the field. They're going to have a chance to extend their lead here.
Should be half the distance from there.
Again, a big shout out to all of the sponsors here for tonight's broadcast. Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank, Gregor Auto, Washington Academy, Rocasa, Reliance. Your timeout sponsor, Texas A&M Texarkana. Your replay sponsor is Texar. And your scoreboard sponsor each and every week is brought to you by Commercial National Bank. And your halftime show brought to you by the Tiger King.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good, I'm telling you.
You know, I'm not, Coach, I'll admit it, I'm not a big band guy.
Well, I tell you one thing.
But I enjoy watching.
You could ask Doty, our band last week through the entire fourth quarter, I don't think they sat down at any point, and they were dancing and blowing them horns, and it was so loud. And the game was out of hand, so I kind of stopped watching the game about midway through the fourth quarter and was just watching the band, the drill team, and the cheerleaders having a party on the other side.
Coach Stanford going to take a timeout and talk it over with the offense. We're going to take a timeout with them. When we come back, we'll have more Texas High football. It's homecoming right here at Grimm Park.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, Orr BMW, Orr Cadillac, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Super Center. In Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, the Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
Your Tigers lead 28-7 over the visiting Mount Pleasant Tigers here at homecoming. Brian Bolt alongside the legendary Coach Jeremy Harrell up here on the call for you tonight. Coach, what are they going to dial up right here?
Well, when you get down here, you probably want to hand the ball off to T-Ball. It's probably just the...
And that's what they'll do, and he'll bounce off a couple.
Let's not overcomplicate this thing and just give him the ball.
And in for another touchdown. The Cadillac horn is blowing. Your Texas High Tigers extend their lead 34-7 over Mount Pleasant.
Billy Lavender may be on the field right now handing out high fives to big Quay Ford right there.
Oh, he's excited.
He is fired
He's excited.
He's got my man Paul Beard's got the horn blowing down there in the end zone. And right now here in Grimm Stadium, we are having a party at 34 with a kick pending, 34-7.
Delk on to attempt the point after. Good snap and hold. He's not going to hit one of the uprights this time. He'll kick it on top of the locker room, and that'll extend the lead 35-7. Here's your Texar replay again, Coach. You're not going to arm tackle that guy.
No, not number 3. He's too good of a player, too physical of a runner. Really good job for the offensive line coming off the ball. But like I said, and it goes back to formation and scheme, because when you can get a hat on a hat and get our running backs matched up one-on-one with the safety, usually good things happen.
So
at some point, your guy's better than their guy.
Nice crowd here tonight for homecoming. Got the Tiger in the stands. Do they have a name for that Tiger? Like
now
Tony,
that is a good
like
question.
Tony
Yeah, I don't know if it's Tony the Tiger. I think there's a name. I think it's Trosha.
Trosha?
That could have been a trivia question.
Could have been.
We should.
Well, you could ask me in a week.
Doty
and
had
I
to help me out because
I remember it.
I remember. I couldn't exactly remember what it was, but I knew there was one.
Well, Trosha's in the stands, giving everybody high fives and getting these fans, this packed crowd here at Tiger Stadium.
Packed crowd here.
I mean, there are a few empty seats, not many, but those people are probably at the concession stand.
There are people everywhere here at homecoming.
Yeah, they are at the concession stand.
So we have 3 or 4 different class reunions this weekend and here tonight, along with homecoming, all our homecoming bride or maids, and big crowd tonight.
So Delk's kick will go out of the end zone. Mount Pleasant will trot out to begin their drive at the 25-yard line. Mount Pleasant looked really good on their first drive of the night, ran it right down the field and scored, and we thought this was going to be a back and forth game, Coach.
It seems like the defense has been on the field maybe 10 plays the whole game. It's been an offensive heavy game, which is what you want as a, as the Texas High coach. You want your offense to be on the field for an extended period of time, especially with a 35-7 lead. You want to keep them defensive guys on the sideline fresh.
Going to be a new running back in the game. It's going to be Trent Lane who will come in for Mount Pleasant in the backfield with McMinn. They'll fake it to Lane. McMinn looking to pass. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. He's just going to have to throw it away there. Nice job.
Good pressure by Hope.
By the Texas High defense. Isaiah Dowden giving him a little pressure there as well.
Yep, Jamarian Hope, number 32. He's made a lot of plays. He's a young player. The Tiger defense is sprinkled with a lot of young talent, mixed in with a few seniors in key positions, but really good start for those guys.
So an incomplete pass. The time will stop 5:35 before halftime. 2nd down and 10. This one's going to be handed off the lane right up the middle. He'll break it back to the right, and he'll get a big chunk on that 2nd down play. It looks like they're going to mark it. They are going to give him the first down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. The chain gang hadn't.
It's a good run.
There they go.
Run a GT counter. You can pull the backside guard and the backside tackle, and that running back fits right inside that kick and right underneath that wrap by the backside tackle. Good play by Mount Pleasant.
3 receivers to the near side of the field. McMinn going to keep it, quarterback keeper the whole way. He's going to dance around, and he's going to get a few yards before he takes a big lick.
Big hit by number 0, Taekwon Black. Big hit.
So nice job there. Quarterback looks like he's shaking up a little bit. His neck's hurting, Coach.
He landed on it, that's for sure. He might have to go see Dr. Young, too, if he keeps taking hits like that.
Taekwon Black laying the lick there. He'll get 5 on the play. He may not feel like that 5 yards is worth what he just took, but he'll
probably throw a quick screen or something out here to get the ball out. Yeah, up there.
They are going to throw the quick screen, and it's set up nicely. Some blockers out in front of him. Dowden will run him down from behind. That is going to be a 1st down. The clock will stop momentarily to move the chains, but there is a flag. Let's see what this flag is going to be. Officials discussing it, pointing to the defense. Going to call a face mask here. Kendravian Boyce. That's going to add some yards there. 4:27 left to go before halftime. Mount Pleasant trying to get another score on the scoreboard before halftime to get back in this ball game. Penalties like that.
Yep. Right now
they're
they're on the cusp of getting completely blown out, but they've got to get a score here to keep it where their players still believe they can come back.
Yeah. So Lane in the backfield with McMinn. McMinn steps back to pass again. He's going to throw it down the sideline, and if his guy just would have kept running, he may would have had it there.
Yeah,
a nice ball by
Tim
McMahon.
Austin trailing him. He was getting, but that, you're right. He'd have kept running. He might have had a chance to get over the top. He kind of gave up on the route and then seen the ball throw and then wanted to speed up.
That was number 4, Owen Green. Tony Grant going to trot back in the ball game. A little smaller, shifty back for Mount Pleasant. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. I can tell you who's not getting the ball. I believe Grant. The way he came on the field.
Reverse. Flea flicker. Wheel route.
And guess who gets the ball?
Yep.
It's Grant.
I know it, Grant. He even fooled you, didn't he?
Fooled me. He trotted on the field like he wasn't going to do a thing, and that tricked us all. So, Coach, I don't even blame him there.
Good play by Mount Pleasant. Obviously, that's how they sneak the backside guy out on the wheel route. You eye wash it with some reverses, and flea flicker, and then you got a guy running untouched.
The reverse flea flicker for the touchdown. You know, but Coach, at least that they got to go deep into the playbook, pull those trick plays out to get anything over on this.
That was a good play by them to get something going to get them back into the game where you can realistically go, hey, we're still in this thing.
Chavez's kick going to be blocked. It's going to be picked up. That's number 12, Roman Wyatt. Nobody in sight.
That's a 2-pointer.
Roman Wyatt got a homecoming touchdown, and he's ready to celebrate. And go ahead, young man.
And special teams be special. Get a good 2-point right
Coach,
there.
did you see who got that block there?
I did
We
not.
might be able to see it if we get a replay there, but can't see who got the block there. But
that happened pretty quick.
Roman Wyatt going to return it. The sophomore just fell right in his hands. All you got to do is run.
Hey, sometimes
take off.
Just be in the right spot at the right time.
So the Texas Flags, they weren't ready for it. They had to pick them up real quick, but they're running through the end zone. And so 37-13 here for your Texas High Tigers, right at 4 minutes before halftime. Brian Bolt and Coach Jeremy Harrell on the call for you tonight. We're getting word that senior Tim Austin came off the edge and made that block there.
Yeah, when you're doing that, you have a called block to one side and the other side's a scoop and score because you don't want two sides blocking. That's how you run into each other and you get broken necks. And really good job by Coach Greer setting up that block right there, and it's an effort play for Tim.
So Tim Austin, he'll get
a payday.
He doesn't get the score, yeah. He doesn't get the score, but he putting in the work there. 4:02 left to go before halftime. Texas High extends their lead 37-13. Chavez on the kickoff. He'll just punch it over Pilgrim's head. Ball. Pilgrim going to take it. He's going to dance around. Get across the 25 to about the 28-yard line is where they'll mark it. He thought about letting Ball have that one, then he said, you know what?
Let me have it.
Hey, I already got one big play tonight. Let me go on and have another one.
Yeah, he took it from him. T-Ball probably has something to say about that. But
Coach Stanford telling him, hey, just
get out.
Look, you're a great athlete, but let Mr. Ball carry that one from now on. But good job there. Going to get it out to about the 28-yard line, and that's where Texas High will trot out, led by David J. Potter. 3:52 left to go in this first half. The Tigers, if they stay on pace, Coach, they're going to score a lot of points tonight.
So we're on a 74-point pace, ain't we?
Potter going to hand it off to Johnson around the left side. He's got some lead blockers. He'll get across the line of scrimmage and get about 4 on the first down play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
So good by Damian Chisholm leading them around the edge. Him and Quay Ford at left tackle. Javari really loves that outside pin pull scheme stuff. He's done that for a lot of years. He's got a lot of plays doing that. He fits right underneath them linemen really good on that.
We appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned for the halftime performance by the Tiger Band. Potter going to roll out, and he's going to, it's going to be incomplete. Tredarian Ball almost had a nice catch there for a first down, but he's going to drop it. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Texas High.
He almost got that thing caught and his feet down in bounds.
As I was saying just a second ago, stay tuned for the halftime show. Both bands, it looks like they're getting ready to put on quite a performance. They've got a bunch of stuff and a lot of people. There's people everywhere getting ready for this halftime show.
Around the entire stadium, there's people.
Going to be a timeout called by Texas High. We're going to take a break with them. When we come back, we're going to have the final 3 minutes of the first half. Your Tigers lead 37-13. We'll be back with more Friday night football right here on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back. We are live here with Texarkana Game Day and TigerVision at Tiger Stadium, where the Tigers lead by quite a bit with 3:06 left to go before halftime. A couple people tuning in. Our man Eric Aiken tuning in. Looks like he's sitting on his back porch.
Having a good time.
Having a grand old time. That TV, that's one of them expensive ones. You know, it's
you can't hide money.
High def. No, you can't hide money. Our man Jay Davis tuning in at the deer camp from Ruby Ranch. Those guys tune in each and every week. We appreciate Jay Davis and them. Potter going to step back. He was wanting to throw it, and he does. Potter was looking for Cameron Reitner over on the right-hand side, and he was standing at the line of scrimmage with the cornerback. Coach Stanford, not sure what's going on. He's down giving David J. Potter a
giving him the
earful right now. It's going to be 4th down and 1, and the punting unit is going to come on for the Tigers. Billy Lavender going to come to you at halftime and tell you what he's seeing. We had some technical difficulties, but we're going to have some sideline reports from him throughout the ball game tonight. But it is he's not going to
take a Tiger bounce all the way to around about the 24.
Back to the 23-yard line. First and 10 Mount Pleasant.
I will give a shout out to my Aunt Bev. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Aunt Bev.
Happy birthday, Aunt Bev.
Aunt Bev's birthday.
Where's Aunt Bev at?
She is somewhere near Genoa, watching probably
Big
from
town.
her pool. Yeah,
big town
got
of
a good
Genoa.
pool with a TV out there. So happy birthday to her.
Big town of Genoa. Play 8-man football out there, don't they?
I think so. They play something now. I know they play some baseball too. I know that. We're almost through this first half here at Graham Stadium.
Don't jinx us now, Coach. Don't jinx us. There's a lot that can happen
There
in 2:47.
There is.
2:47 left to go before halftime.
With a quarterback like they have, realistically, he's a really good player. He can make things happen with his feet, with his arms. Like I said, he's one of the higher profile quarterbacks in East Texas right now.
He's looking, but he's not going to get away from that Texas high defense, or is he? He's going to at least throw it away. Man, they pursued him all the way back to the goal line.
Taquan and Hope and Duncan, they're all over him.
A host of Tigers there. Kenneth Merriman down there.
Yep. Good pursuit. I know Coach Hawk's happy on that.
Yeah. Looked like it was just a jailhouse break there. There were black jerseys everywhere, and McMahon just, if he wasn't so athletic, he would have been dropped about the 5-yard line, but he got away and threw it away, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. McMahon going to move Grant around.
And a timeout.
They're going to take a timeout. The play clock was about to tick down to 0, so they're going to take a timeout, and we're going to stay here with you during this timeout. Coach Stanford staying on the sideline, but the defensive staff going to call the defense over and talk with them here and just try to get to halftime without letting them score anything. The Tigers up with a pretty big lead right here. Coach, let me ask you, if you're on the other side of the field, what are you trying to dial up right now?
You're just trying to get one play at a time. You want to get the right formation. You want to get the right call in. Whether it's you got plenty of time, you're just telling yourself, let's just try to go get 7 here and just find your best play. Normally teams chart all the plays that they have. They've ran up
reverse
this
flea
point.
flicker?
Yeah, I don't know if they have any more reverse flea flickers in their arsenal, but just trying to find that the play come back to something that they did, whether it's any kind of route concept or a quarterback run game right here, just to get in a more manageable 3rd down.
McMahon got 3 receivers to the top side. He's going to fake it to his back, Grant, and he's going to be dropped. We got a little wrestling match going over. And speaking of wrestling,
we have a treat for our viewers in the 4th quarter.
I heard that we've got the Texarkana championship belt.
we have a treat for our viewers in the fourth quarter. We're just going to leave it at that. But it's going to be a good one.
So Coach Stanford wants to talk with the officials about what happened over there on the sideline, and rightfully so. So there'll be a short break here on the field. Coach is going to call a timeout to tell them that
Cameron Radney, one of my former linemen, he is at University, where he just graduated University of Arkansas. He wants me to make a prediction for the Arkansas A&M game tomorrow.
Okay, take it away.
I'm going to say Arkansas is going to win 31.
That's exact. I was about to say 31.
31 to 27.
31,
you heard it now.
27.
The Hogs are going to win, because if they don't, I'm not watching them for the rest of the year.
Coach, I was going to even take a step further. I was going to go 31-10.
31-10, that'd be even better.
We'll go 31-10.
I know it'll be a good game in Jerry's World. It'll be packed. It'll be a packed house. You'll have the Hog fans and the other team there. I'm not big on that other team.
Yeah,
but
they're a little weird.
They are.
It's our broadcast. We can say what we want to.
Yeah, there's just something. I don't know. It's that maroon color. I don't know. The color's bad.
Yeah, and they're not even a military school.
Yeah, they're over there. I don't know. I know one thing. That thing they'll be calling the Hogs in there.
That's
Jerry's
right.
World.
That's right. McMahon going to drop back to pass. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off running. Thought he was going to be brought down before the first down marker. One of the biggest plays of the night.
Big hit by Zion Dillard.
Got a player down back here, and he fell down all by himself. Not sure exactly what happened there.
Carla and Forrester.
He's just cramping.
Sprinting down the field. That's number 9, Marcus Hall, coming up a little gimpy.
But Coach, he was back here by himself on the 35-yard line. He fell down. And, yeah.
He's cramping up a little bit.
That cramp that got him there. I thought something had gotten a hold of him.
Yeah, I think he might be just cramping.
Old Charlie
bit.
Horse.
Yeah, a little Charlie Horse. I know Carla and Forrest, they do a great job with all of our sports medicine and all of our trainers, taking care of all of our players, keeping them hydrated. So we've got plenty of people to help down there and get them back hydrated to get them back on the field.
So we're going to have a short break there as they get him off the field, and we'll be back to action. Big play there by Mason McMahon. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Just about 2 minutes left to go before halftime. McMahon's going to drop back to pass. Going to throw a little crossing route. Get about 2 yards on the play. It's number 0, Dylan Bennett.
Yeah, Tristan Powell forcing him out of bounds on the coverage on that little underneath shallow. Little shallow cross. One of the best plays in Madden ever. He used to play Madden back in the day. You run a little shallow cross.
That was my go-to on NCAA. Throw the little crossing routes.
Give a shout out to Chris Looney. He's watching. Says we need to be on the Monday Night Football countdown. I don't know about that, but right now,
hey, if they show us what that check's going to look like, Coach, we may have to make it over there.
Like Prime says, we coming.
That's right.
We coming.
That's right.
But
just show us the check, and we'll be there. A couple substitutions on the defensive side. There is a flag down on the far side of the field. Not sure what that is. Their officials are meeting in the middle about it. Coach Stanford out wanting to meet with them.
Coach Stanford's been pretty active this game. He's been on top of those numbers. Normally when he's on top of the number, something's not right officiating-wise or in the game, so he's trying to.
And they're calling in all the officials here. They need
play.
Those 4 guys need to get with the deep judge there, the back judge, or whatever they call him there, and figure out what's going on. But we're under 2 minutes here before halftime, and Coach, is that the graduates down there? What's going on over there?
There's people everywhere.
We've got purple.
We've got structures being down here on the north.
Deer stands.
Deer stands, yeah.
So we got deer stands on one end.
So they're going to call a personal foul.
So we're going to have deer stands for part of the halftime show. We're going to have graduation for the other.
I'm just glad I don't have to set all that stuff up and take it
do it quick.
They do it. They do a really
quick.
good job.
So they're I don't know what, we don't know what they're about to do, but it's about to be something.
Something's happening.
Something big.
Something big's going to happen.
It's going to be a production.
We have the Tiger King here.
Oh, he's in the building.
He's got a plate of food.
He has entered the building, chicken strips and all. Gelled up hair. Oh, man. He is spiffed up
He kind of
tonight.
looks like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell back in the day.
He is spiffed up, looking good. Looks like he's been to the gym twice this week. He's looking great. What is that, macaroni? Oh, we're going to have to hear all about this at halftime. He's going to be in top fashion here. So Mount Pleasant trying to get on the scoreboard. 1:35 left to go before halftime. A couple penalties helping them out. It's going to be first down and 10 from about the 18. McMahon going to take it himself again. He dances around. He's going to have a pretty good game there, Coach, about 6 yards.
Quarterback power, trying to plus himself to the front side. You get an extra body on that front side when you pull the backside guard. And, you know, that offense goes as he goes. He's been converting the first downs. And
Clock's going to stop Taekwon Black down. He's the injured player on the field. He's going to hop up.
He's as tough as nails. Hopefully he'll be able to shake that off.
I think the pile kind of landed on him there, and so trying to help that young man off the field and let the training staff take a look at him. Defense getting ready here. 1:12 left to go before the Billy Lavender Show. Brought to you by Texas A&M Texarkana, where Billy got his degree. Degree in banking. Did you know that?
Yeah.
McMahon going to take it again around the right side. Nothing going for him. He'll actually lose a yard on the play, but he did get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 52 seconds.
Good job there by Jamari and Hope, forcing them sideline to sideline.
So second down and about 5. Clock is stopped. Going to be third down, excuse me.
52 seconds to go. Hopefully we can hold them to a field goal. They'll probably try to go for it on fourth down, but
Coach Stanford going to take another timeout, and we're going to take one with him. Tigers lead 37-13. It's homecoming here at Grimm Park. We're making our way to halftime slowly. Coach Harold jinxed us.
I know it. It's been quite a long
When we come back, we'll have the next 20 minutes of the first half. We'll be back.
What's it like at Texarkana College? Life-changing. Starting here means you can go anywhere. We offer student support, student life, dual credit, and hands-on training. And now you can enroll anytime. We'll help you start your future at Texarkana College. Get started by visiting us on campus or online at texarkanacollege.edu. Your future starts here.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. The bells are ringing. It is third down from about the 14-yard line. McMahon in the shotgun. Let's see what he does here on third down. A big third down here for the Tiger defense. McMahon changing the play. He's going to step back to pass and throw a slant route, and he's got a guy across the 5 into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for Mount Pleasant.
Got a penalty.
Going to have a penalty marker. Our man Doty says it's going to be a face mask. Let's hear what the ref has to say. So it will be a touchdown for Mount Pleasant. They'll put 19 up on the scoreboard awaiting the kick from Chavez. Then that penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. 44 seconds left to go before halftime.
We'll give a quick shout out to Miss Ayra Potter. She's down there watching her son David J play quarterback. You can see them down there, glued in, live and live.
Chavez kick, it's up and it's good. Going to make our score 20 for Mount Pleasant. Your Texas High Tigers 37. Coach, if you want to see a bunch of touchdowns, that's what we said pregame.
We've got some point.
Better stick around.
Yep, we got some points scored here, and it looks like that's going to continue. They're not going to quit. I can promise you that. But it helps. It helps your team. You know, when you can pull it back to a reasonable difference. 17 points in a half of football is very, very easy to overcome. But anything past 24, you start thinking, going, oh, I don't know. That's a pretty big gap. But 44 seconds either way, so hopefully we can figure out, do we want to go score or do we just want to take a 17-point lead in the halftime?
We shall see. Coach Stanford didn't look too happy down there on the sideline. They may try to punch another one in, Coach.
I think it's all going to – we don't have any timeouts, or at least that's what the scoreboard says. So I think if we get a good return, then you have a chance to maybe take a shot or two. But if they pooch it, we'll probably just take a knee and get a good 17-point lead into halftime and get ready for this madness of a halftime, because there's people everywhere. Our band, Mount Pleasant's band, drill team, it's about to be a show here for the halftime.
We may have to put more time on the clock for halftime.
I know they're not going to have the regular allotted time. I can promise you that. As many people's out here, there's people everywhere.
All I can say is good.
That's offsides.
Good thing that there is. Good thing there's banana pudding, huh?
Yep. They just got the recovery. Looked like they had a guy offsides.
I thought it was offsides too, but no penalty flag. They're going to recover the onside, and they're going to try to get some more points on the board before half. They only took 5 seconds off.
Spoke too soon.
So Mount Pleasant got an opportunity to make this a ball game before halftime. If you're tuned in, don't go away yet. A lot can happen in 39 seconds.
Yeah.
Woo, Coach. So here comes Mount Pleasant's offense back out on the field, led by Mason McMahon.
That quarterback is a good player. They're going to go as he goes. They still got one timeout. 40 seconds from the 28-yard line. It looks like that's not unrealistic.
Undoable.
Yeah, it's not undoable. Even quarterback run stuff, you still have the availability to go outside quarterback run stuff and move that big athletic quarterback on the edges. And so there's time. The Tiger defense better get ready, because it's about to get interesting if they get a score here.
McMahon and Grant, that's going to be a false start. Number 75 there, that's going to be Evan Cota. He got a little bit of a head start there, so that's going to back him up. That'll help the Tiger defense just a little bit there. Going to be first down and 15 from about the 33-yard line. Texas High defense looking to keep any points off the scoreboard here before halftime. They can go in with a 17-point lead. McMahon got 2 receivers to each side. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket by Tyquan Black. He's going to get rid of it now, and almost an acrobatic catch there, but nice coverage there by number 17, Alex Jones.
Staying with him the whole time on a broken route.
Yeah, it would have had to been a really, really good catch for him to complete that there, but Alex Jones right there in his hip pocket. It'll be incomplete. Going to bring up second down and 15. 30 seconds left to go before halftime. Make sure you stay tuned.
The good thing is we have got consistent pressure on him all night. It's just when he gets out of the pocket, making things happen is what he's really good at. So look for Coach Wilson and Coach Hawk to kind of shore up those edges a little bit. Here's a reverse. There we go.
Not going to go anywhere this time. That's Isaiah Dowden coming up with another big defensive play. And that's going to take them all the way back to the 43-yard line. Here on your Texar replay, you can see Isaiah Dowden getting back there in the backfield. So the final timeout for Mount Pleasant going to be taken. We're going to stick here with you and ride it out. Texas High defense coming up with a big play right there, Coach.
It's good to have Isaiah back. He's, like I said, he was one of the starters that was kind of injured a little bit, and good to have him back.
Condravion Boyce is down over around the 10-yard line, being helped off by the training staff. Looks like maybe a left leg injury there. So it's 3rd down and a mile. Texas High defense looking for a big stop right here so they can go into halftime with their lead. And as we have mentioned a few times, don't go anywhere. We've got a great halftime show followed up by the Tiger King himself. We're going to quiz him about the banana pudding that he's back here smacking on behind us. I don't know if it tastes good, but he makes it look like it tastes good.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
He's had 6 bottles of water and a tub of banana pudding, and he's ready for the second half of some Tiger football. Here's 3rd down.
Deep ball.
It's going to be a duck thrown way up in the air, and flags are going to come in. The cornerback and receiver fighting for position for that ball. It just came out all wrong out of McMahon's hand, and it just floated in the air. I just knew one of those Tigers were going to be able to. We're going to be able to come up with that, but the Tiger fans not happy, so they're going to mark that off. Let our chains get back set. They're not sure exactly where they're going quite yet.
Mount Pleasant go ahead and took the timeout.
I thought they only had 1 left. I guess they had 2, so they're going to take their final timeout here.
That last one's an injury. Yeah.
So 3 seconds left to go. They're going to have 1 play to throw it into the end zone here. Coach, are they going to come out and run a trick play?
No, they'll probably run some sort of a sprint out. They'll probably get a 3-receiver route combo and let everybody else stay in the max protect. And I probably look for him to get out on the pocket a little bit. And he's going to try to heave it down there into the end zone, that's for sure. So right now you're just telling them to bat the ball down. DBs don't like to bat stuff down. They like to get the interception just to makes the stats look a lot better.
Pick it, Coach.
Yeah,
pick it.
I don't blame him. I'd probably do the same thing.
What would you do, Billy?
Billy said he would just score, however it works.
All right.
We're going to attempt a field goal.
They're going to kick a field goal. Is he going to toe punch it here? It's up. It's got the distance. Does it get across the goalpost? It does. It barely squeaks across the goalpost. We're going to go into halftime with a ball game, Coach. Your Texas High Tigers are leading 37-23, but the Tigers from Mount Pleasant fighting back.
They are.
Being way down, and they're going into halftime, and they're pumped up.
They are jacked up.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
What's it like at Texarkana College? Life-changing. Starting here means you can go anywhere. We offer student support, student life, dual credit, and hands-on training. And now you can enroll anytime. We'll help you start your future at Texarkana College. Get started by visiting us on campus or online at texarkanacollege.edu. Your future starts here.
The Tiger out front on the officers. The officer line for the 2023-2024 school year includes Junior Lieutenant Jalissa Aguilar, Senior Lieutenant Michaela Potter, in the center, your captain, Genevieve Rubio. Tiger All Sergeants are Violet Castaneda, Eddie Garcia, Jamie Garrett, Valerie Vega, Morgan Cepeda, and Head Sergeant Audrey Fisher. Our Tiger Dog of the Week is Maggie Price. Our Spirit Girl of the Week is Brooklyn White. Congratulations to our Tiger Dog staff member of the week, Mr. Scott Crowd. Watch now as the Tiger Dogs perform a high kick routine to old time rock and roll.
The Mount Pleasant Independent School District Department of Fine Arts proudly presents the Mount Pleasant Boom Boom Band. Our 2023 show is entitled Wednesday. The directors for the evening are Dr. Phil Bucky III, Jamie Sherry, Brian Bass, Karen Lucky, Alicia Hardy, Sherry Sullivan, Christian Gomez, Hank McClendon, Christina Palablanco, Jonathan Jefferson, and Victor Diaz. The drum makers are Scott Versailles, Orion Zanisi, and Jose Fuentes, and all of our captains, Johnson and Longkey. The marching band captain is Sebastian Campos. And now, the award-winning Mount Pleasant Golden Ball Band.
Whose twisted idea it was to put hundreds of adolescents in underfunded schools. As much as it pains me to admit it, Mother, you're right. I'm going to love it here.
get a larger phone call. The directors would like to thank parents and the school board, administrative staff team, families, and faculty for their support. The mayor would also like to thank Tiger Medical Center, Texas Freedom Company, Next Level Pet Food, Dark Generation Travel, Dynasty Trailers, Distance Trailers, McCoy Building Supply, Lowe's, William Motors, American National Bank, the Waterside EPA, Dr. Sailor Ford Orthodontics, Farmer Coleman Pharmacy, Cannabis Trade, and Celtic Ties for the general donation for the Mount Pleasant Band program.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Texarkana Independent School District is proud to present to the field 2023-24 Texas High Steppers. I would like to experiment with the High Steppers apprentice for 25 years. Over the next 4 decades, your Texas High Steppers have traveled far to your city. Stepper officers are Junior Lieutenant Lauren Friday, Junior Lieutenant Odelia Justin, Junior Lieutenant Natalie Robinson, Senior Lieutenant Liberty Alonzo Cowan, and Senior Captain Cameron Key. On Stepper of the Week is Senior Telegram. Our teacher of the week is Color Guard Director Herman Montoya. Thank you, Mr. Montoya, for being a light to the THS Spirit Group. Our performance tonight is dedicated to you. Tonight, for their homecoming tradition, the High Steppers interview with a stringer routine to 7 Nation Army. Ladies and gentlemen, your Texas High Steppers. Now the Texarkana Independent School District proudly presents for your halftime entertainment the award-winning Texas High School Tiger Marching Band. The Tiger Band is under the direction of Arnie Lawson, Steve Bennett, Emily Goff, Dominique Phillips, Crystal Davis, Ryan Hathaway, Nicholas Talbot, Herman Montoya, and assisted by Darrell East and Connor Cortis. The Tiger Band is led on the field by drum majors senior Katie Russell and junior Xavier Briggs. Tonight, we feature our 2023 competition show entitled Liquid Gold. And now, Texas High Band, please welcome the Tiger Marching Band. Texas High School Marching Band. Soloists tonight were Zach Sosa, Giselle Hernandez, and Roger Meadows. And captain is Bobby Santelli. The officers are Senior Lieutenant William Castaneda, Junior Lieutenant Sophie Patel, Sophomore Lieutenant Sheila Williams, Freshman Lieutenant Dustin Perez. And members of the week are on woodwind, Capri Johnson, percussion, Grayson Davis, color guard, Javen Alden, and on brass, Sydney Swift. The Tiger Band would like to thank the Booster Club.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It is homecoming night here for the Texas High Tigers, and we are joined now by the homecoming royalty themselves. They had to split the queen this year between two of these good-looking guys right here, and so. But no, we're back here, and it is homecoming here at Texas High, and we just got done with both the bands, and man, they put on a great halftime show, didn't they?
Man, I'm telling you, they, our Tiger band does a great job, and really did a great job tonight. And I like how they keep building their performance through the year, and by the time we get to the end of the season, it's really a production, and did a great job.
And that's what's really cool. It's a competition year with UIL, so it, like Billy mentioned, each week they add just a little bit, getting ready for district and to move into to make that run towards state and band. So that's exciting to see. Of course, they're also getting geared up next week for the four-stage marching contest. Will be here at Grimm Stadium next Saturday, October 7th. So it's an open week for the Tigers football-wise, but we have the marching contest with schools coming from all over, both Arkansas. We've got schools from Louisiana, lots of schools from Texas. They'll be here. So it's a fun day to come out and see different bands perform and kids support each other. And that's one thing that's always really cool is a lot of our high school kids, they come and support our band as they perform on Saturdays. So it's a special thing, and it's something we've done here traditionally for a long time.
Yeah, and so both teams in the end zone warming up, and they'll be back to action here in about 3 minutes.
Seems like it's been 30 minutes since they were out on the field.
You got to give the bands time.
I know. Hey,
the Mount Pleasant band did kind of a Addams Family type vibe to their
Someone
their
said
show,
it was Wednesday.
Yeah,
and I said no, it's Friday, and they said no, they're all Wednesday. I said okay, I got you.
And then Texas High did like a deer season type thing where they had the deer stands out there. I don't think that's what they were doing.
No, those were oil wells.
Yeah, it's Oklahoma.
But yeah, Oklahoma. But hey, some people were kind of commenting on our deal when Doty had to turn it down when they were performing because they had it was a copyright deal issue, and so that's what it was.
Yeah, anytime you hear, especially at halftime, if you can't hear anything, it's because, like Billy said, I mean, they're playing music down on the field, and we can't have copyrighted music on here. So anytime you hear that, even though we are up here eating banana pudding, that was not the reason why
That's
you
what
couldn't
the rumor
hear.
was.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what the people
yeah.
at home watching were saying. Y'all up there just eat banana pudding and chicken strips. So I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I think the Tigers, the Tigers on our side, the Texas High Tigers, probably got a little bit of a chewing down there after letting Mount Pleasant kind of hang around and get the ball back and have a late score in that first half. So Todd and I were sitting up here trying to figure out what we thought the final score was, and I told him I liked us to kind of not run away with it, but kind of stretch it out and maybe win by 21. What'd you think, Todd?
I think so too. I mean, this game is always a very competitive game between these two teams, the two Tigers of I-30. It's always been competitive. It's a big game. You can see that. A lot of stuff going on the field. Teams getting after it. So I think Texas High, though, will eventually pull away. I think the score is a little bit deceiving on the way the game's going. Yeah. So I think Texas High comes out, gets a stop, they score, and I think it'll be okay. But I think it's going to be competitive because, again, it's a big game. This is a very tradition-rich game between both schools. So it's exciting. It's homecoming for the Texas High Tigers. We got different classes here. I think we have 5 reunions here tonight. So it's a big crowd, exciting, but I'm looking forward to a good second half with lots of good clean football.
Brian, what do you think? You think any kind of halftime adjustments when they go in, or do you think that Coach Stanford is telling them, hey, we're going to keep doing what we do well and run away with this thing, or do you think that they're trying to make any kind of adjustments?
Honestly, the only times that Mount Pleasant's had any success was just on some breakdowns on our defense or just a big trick play or something like that. The Texas High defense has done pretty well tonight, holding Mount Pleasant at bay. And I think they go into halftime and he tells them, look, it's homecoming. I know you're pumped up. Your girlfriend, your daddy, your mama's in the stands. Settle down. Let's get back to what we were doing in the first quarter, and let's just get out here and whip these guys.
I want to give one shout-out. A girl that's usually on the cheerleading squads at every game, and her mom is at home with her, Hadley Hickerson. They're watching. She had a little procedure done, but going to be all right, and they're watching from home, and wanted to give them a special shout-out, and they said go Tigers.
Yeah.
Well, Billy, we tried to get your field mic working down there. What was going on with that?
Well, everybody down there, there was a lot of interception down there, not just on the field, but a little bit off. And we'll get it worked out, and we'll get it to you next time.
Well, we were looking forward to it, and we hate that we had some technical difficulties there. But, guys, we always appreciate you coming up, and I know Mr. Marshall's going to stay with us.
Yeah, I'll stay with you.
We enjoy the second half.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Game,
yes, it is.
Go Tigers.
That's right. The one and only Billy Lavender, he is out of here, headed back to the sideline to cheer the Tigers on as we begin the second half. And
Billy's always he's had about 3 wardrobe changes tonight. I saw him he's setting up the big run-out tunnel. Then he was in a suit. And now he's back in an orange polo, so I think he's had a lot going on.
He had the best orange Jordans I've ever seen.
Really? Those are pretty good.
He had some good Jordans on.
Number 23, Carter Walker, going to be credited with the tackle there. And, of course, the Tigers received the ball to begin the ball game, and so they kicked off here to Mount Pleasant, and they're going to trot out and try to get something going. They got back in the ball game late in the second quarter, Coach.
Yeah, they did. Mount Pleasant did a good job scoring there at the end of the half to pull it within a reasonable margin. I think coming into the second half here, they're going to have to do something to keep number 1 inside the pocket. When he gets out of the pocket is usually when they have breakdowns in the defense. So I look for him to spy him.
Yep, there he goes a little bit. There you go.
Something to keep him inside that pocket.
There's your spy right there with the linebacker coming up, making a good tackle for a short gain.
A nice job there by Isaiah Dowden along with big number 90. That's Duncan McGee of getting in the backfield, rushing that quarterback around, and I think we'll see a lot of that because they're going to come out and try to throw that ball around.
Jeremy, is this your reunion year? I said we had 5 reunions, so we've got, I think, the class of 2003's here tonight.
Yep, this is my 2003's 20 year. My building maintenance lead at Wake Village, Miss LaQuita Reitner, it's her. She's the class of 01. But this is my 20 year for the class of 03, so shout out to the class of 03.
We've got, I mentioned earlier, we had 5 reunions here tonight, so we've got them scattered all over. Lots of Tiger pride running around. So
this the great home crowd. This place is packed.
So tell me, you play again. We've talked about this. You played here before. What is homecoming like as a player at Tiger Stadium? How does the week's a big week? Lots of activities. Big dance tomorrow night, but the game's Friday. So
you
how does that work?
You want to have it senior led. What I mean by that is nothing else matters in homecoming if you don't win the game, because that's the game's first and foremost. So throughout the week, the seniors are trying to make sure everybody stays focused as good as you can throughout the week to make sure you get the preparation done during the week. So when the game happens Friday and everybody comes to watch it, you put a good product on the field.
Well, that's a good start right there. The Tigers just recovered a fumble.
Yeah, nice little tunnel screen there for a good gain by the Tigers from Mount Pleasant. And Isaiah Dowden comes up with a big stop there. And Cooper for, how you say his first name?
Shaylin.
Shaylin. Okay.
Cooper.
Exactly how it's spelled, huh?
Yep, Shaylin Cooper.
Shaylin Cooper coming up with a big stop there as well. And so the Tiger defense coming up with, once again, another turnover. A pretty good field position as David J. Potter
Who did we play who did Texas High play your senior year for homecoming? Do you remember?
Yeah, we played Pine. Nope. Hold on. Halls. Nope.
The state championship year, by the way. 2002 Tiger would have been a 2002 season for the class of 2003.
2003, yeah. To be honest with you, I think it was Pine Tree who we played for our homecoming game.
So who'd you take to the homecoming dance? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ask that question.
Yeah, you got my wife sitting back up here. She's loving that.
Well,
yeah, there you go.
I think that's the question everyone wants to know.
Yeah. Know? There are a lot of broken hearts out
That's
there.
That's right, exactly. What was your jersey number? I don't remember.
55.
Number 55 on the field, number 1 in your heart, Jeremy Harrell.
Yeah. It's always good to have my man Todd Marshall up here. It's always a treat.
Speaking of, I've got a treat for you tonight. I've got something you want to see for sure here that I think we always have our
We're going to take the camera off the field.
We always have our second half conversations here, and we've talked about a few things over the last few weeks, but since you are truly a state champion, I figure tonight you might ought to be a true champion. So I'll let you.
Oh yeah, this is right at home for the people that are watching. This is probably more important than the football game. If you could see on there, this is the Attitude Era, the Rocks championship belt, and this is a childhood dream of mine to finally have this thing in my hand where it should be. So everybody declared the people's champ. This is the people's broadcast, and we are here for the people. Just feel this thing.
The people's broadcast.
The people's broadcast.
That's the real deal, huh?
Man, I love it. That is fantastic. Gosh. If I was skinny enough, I could get this thing around my waist.
I think you could wear it. It gets pretty. It's pretty.
Look at that thing.
I think you just need. You can.
I can't get over it.
We do have a game going on still, even though we want the camera focused on
For the people at
Coach
home,
Harrell.
this is the Attitude Era, the Rock.
3rd down and 10. Potter trying to draw him
I think we got a free play here. Offside, just throwing it deep. Maybe a touchdown. Oh.
Going to be batted down in the end zone. Going to bring up 4th down. Offense going to stay.
We got some class of 85 watching the game tonight.
That's the year I was born.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this individual probably would want you to say that. But
penalty is going to replay 3rd down. It's going to take it 5 yards. Going to be 3rd down and 5 for your Tigers.
I think this is a big down for Texas High here. You've got a big turnover coming out of half. Get the ball deep in their territory, have a chance to convert here and score. I think that's really going to have a chance to set the tone for the second half here.
Yeah, it adds the momentum. It gets the margin wider. It gets a little bit more doubt in the Mount Pleasant, because right now they go, all right, let's get a stop and get some momentum back on their side. They went into the half with a little bit of momentum.
Going to hand it off to Johnson around the right side. He'll break a couple tackles, and he's fighting for that 1st down. I think he will have enough to get it all the way down. They'll mark him just.
That's 1st down.
Just outside the 15-yard line. Looks like at the 16, and that will be good enough for a 1st down.
He's got that speed when he bursts through the line of scrimmage. He's got that different speed. Yeah.
He'll stick his foot in the ground.
So you either have speed or you're chasing it. Huh?
That's right.
Yeah. But
bring up 1st down from the 16.
That class of 2005 watching here. It's a big year for the Tigers. I remember that.
Going to fake it to Johnson and
Fake
throw
screen.
a slant route, and that's going to be ball across the goal line for a touchdown.
It's a great way to start the second half.
Perfect way.
I think that one almost caught the official. He was standing there. The official almost got a good dose of that. It probably wouldn't have been too great.
You know, the defensive coach's staff is happy. Got a turnover, and the offense coaches turn that turnover into points. And good start.
Just going to bring out Belk for the attempt here. Good snap and a hold. The kick is up, and it will be good. The Tigers extend their lead 43-23. Here's your Texar replay right here. The nice slant route and nice throw from quarterback David J. Potter. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more Tiger football right here live on Texarkana Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. 8:43 left to go in the third quarter, and the Tigers come out, get a big defensive turnover, and then punch it in for the score. They lead 44-23 over the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And, of course, we're joined in the booth by the people's champ.
The people have spoken.
Mr. Marshall has joined us in the booth as he does each and every home game. Do you join him on the away games as well?
I don't normally join the away games. I don't always get to make the away games. With two little boys at home, I don't always get to make that trip. So every now and then, though.
Belk's kick going to go into the end zone. Mount Pleasant will start their next drive at the 25.
You know, while they're coming on the field, I had someone at halftime bragging to me from Mount Pleasant bragging about our student section, and they were like, "Who organizes this? You know, your students they do a great job. They have a lot of school spirit." And I was just telling them, well, Susan Waldrop, our student council sponsor, which among many other things she does, but does a really great job. And really, it's our leadership team of kids at our school. They get together, they plan these events and plan these activities, and every home game, no matter if it's homecoming or whatever, they do a wonderful job. And there's just lots of good spirit over there, and they cheer and enjoy the game and cheer their Tigers on. So
they're loud. They get loud.
That's right. I thought it was a very good compliment, though, coming from an administrator on the Mount Pleasant side.
Taquan Black with the pressure.
Almost an acrobatic defensive play. Taquan Black going to run down McMahon in the backfield, and that was our man Alex Jones, who dove on the sideline and tried to throw the ball back in play. Nobody was there.
That would have been sweet.
Now that would have been
sweet.
Maybe the play of the year.
We've got some class of 2001 watching. We've got class of 79. All the homecoming Tigers are coming out tonight to watch the game. In fact, I know the home side was full. Someone said we were really working to get people seated in the game because we were so full on this home side, which is always exciting. I'm telling you, like you said, there's nothing like Tiger Stadium at Grim Park on a Friday night in the fall.
You can't beat it. You cannot beat it.
McMahon going to hit his receiver on the quick out route. That's number 12, Roman White, going to force him out of bounds, but it will be a gain of about 9. Going to bring up third down and 1.
So you're going to look for some sort of quarterback run right here.
I would.
That's a good.
That's the best play they got.
Yeah, you can plus yourself numbers wise when you add the quarterback into the run game. You take the 22, the tailback. He's a pretty good size kid down there, and turn him into a lead blocker, and you get your numbers right. Football is really simple when it comes down to it. It's about numbers and alignments and things of that nature, and then obviously having guys that are good players. But if you can get your numbers right, you get a chance to move the chains.
So third down and 1, McMahon in the shotgun. He's going to take it
Quarterback
himself.
run. Oh, almost.
Taquan Black doing a very good
Great
job.
by Shaylin Cooper.
Shaylin Cooper coming in there to clean it up, and he'll get the tackle for loss there. Going to bring up 4th down and 5.
I think you mentioned it, and I think that's what Mount Pleasant does. You know, when they need a big gain or they need a big play or to move the change or convert, they always, you know, Mason McMinn, give it to him. He's their field general out there, and he does a wonderful job.
Yeah, he's a good player. He had a crease inside there. He was trying to run the quarterback power, and he wanted to keep that thing down inside.
Here's the punt. Ball back to receive it. He'll receive it and call a fair catch about the 37-yard line, and that's where David J. Potter will come out and start this next drive. So a brief pause on the field. 7:44 left to go here in the third quarter. The offense from Texas High getting ready to trot back out for their next offensive series. Nice job coming out from halftime.
Let's keep giving it to the 4.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. That's the game plan. I need to go over there and tell Coach Toon, just give it to 4. Let's not overthink this.
Potter in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to number 4 right up the middle. A nice big gain. He's going to break away. Is anybody going to catch him? There's one man that might. It's a foot race.
Not going to catch him.
I put my money on 4, and he wins. Touchdown, Tigers.
So football is a really simple game sometimes, ain't it? Really good job up front with the counter scheme. You get a kick and an insert. Good job on the line. Taking care of moving them bodies out of the way. He didn't even seem like he got touched on that play, and he ran right through the A-gap.
That's right. You're not going to arm tackle him, Coach, and he busts through, and then nobody touches him all the way down for yet another touchdown.
We are sitting at half 100.
We may get to 100, Coach.
We may.
Delcombe for the attempt. It's up and it's good, and another one's on the field house. Mr. Marshall's going to have to get the ladder out, get all those balls off the field house. Here it is once again. He breaks loose across that tee, and nobody's going to catch him all the way. It's 51-23. The Tigers are taking a break on the sideline, and we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back. More Tiger football here on Texarkana Game Day.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, Orr BMW, Orr Cadillac, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Super Center. In Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, the Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
Franklin Delcon to kick off for the Tigers. They lead 51-23, 7:31 left to go in the third quarter. So if you're looking for a bunch of points to be scored, stay tuned. I think the Tigers still got at least 40 more left in them. Delk's going to kick it off.
I think your turn to be the champion again. We got class of 93 watching the game tonight. We got little 87, 2004.
Be scooped up about the 5-yard line. They'll return it out to the 17, and that's where Mount Pleasant will start their next offensive drive. And Coach, if you look at Mount Pleasant's offense as they're coming out for the huddle, they look defeated.
Yeah, they're
got their heads held
they're at the
down
point right now.
yeah.
They're going, I don't know if we really want to do this or not.
Kind of moping around a little bit, and so I think Texas High has definitely got the momentum swing right now.
Yep, that momentum's definitely on the Texas High Tiger side. My man Hope's queued up on this outside edge, trying to come down there pretty hard. Good hit right there by Duncan
there's been
McGee.
there's been a lot of hard hits tonight in this game. There's lots of pads popping, which again, that's a typical good 5A football game between both teams.
Look at that right there.
Duncan McGee.
Look at that. Can't get enough of it. Look at that. For the people out there. Gosh, look at that thing. Might be one of the prettiest things I've ever seen.
Well, why don't you take it out? You keep on,
We need to get. Don't they usually have a nameplate somewhere?
Well, back in the old days, they didn't have all that.
Okay,
They just new school.
I
Old school, we didn't do that.
Well, we could probably take it somewhere and get your name engraved in there.
You didn't have your name on a belt to be the champion. You had a belt. That means you're the champion.
Me and Bolt's trying to find some spray paint.
Yeah, don't spray paint my belt. I may have a brother that might come find me if I spray paint that title.
Till meanwhile, there is a football game.
3rd down and about 8. McMahon going to drop back. He's flushed out of the pocket, being chased by Merriman. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. That'll bring up yet another 4th down.
I think McMahon does a really good job of getting out of the pocket and moving around, to avoid that sack, trying to make something happen and move and keep the play alive. But again, our Tigers were they're blanket coverage across the field and wasn't anywhere to throw it except to the stands.
Chavez is going to come on and punt it away once again. That's going to be number 3, Tredarian Ball, back to receive for Texas High.
Mesmerized by this.
Put it on, wear
it. I ain't quite there yet. Not quite there yet.
They're going to kick it right
I'll wear it and go to break.
Yeah.
Ball's going to take it about the 40. He gets across the 50 and just gets swiped just enough to make him lose his balance. And they're going to mark him down at the, let's give him the 46-yard line. And that's where the offense will begin the next drive. This ball game being brought to you tonight in part by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank, Gregor Auto, Washington Academy, Rocasa, Reliance, Texas A&M Texarkana, Texar, Commercial National Bank, and of course, it is brought to you by the good people working all the cameras and all of the equipment here tonight, the one, the only TigerVision.
Not a better group of student media in the whole state of Texas than TigerVision. Phenomenal job. They're here tonight. Tomorrow there'll be an event going on. They'll be there. If there's an event in the community, there's a good chance, and it's televised or recorded or there's media, it's a good chance you're going to see TigerVision or students from TigerVision at that event.
They're always there when you need them. Always doing always trying to go the extra mile for everything they do. Sure appreciate those guys.
2nd down and 12 for the Tigers. Potter going to step back, and he's throwing it deep down the sideline. He's got a man that still almost makes the catch, and no flag on the play.
Marion Reese.
Guess they're going to say that they just got tangled up together there, so no flag on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers. A nice ball there by David J. Potter. Marion Reese almost comes down with that one. Coach, it's 3rd down and long. What are you doing here?
They'll probably throw some sort of screen pass right here, I would say.
We hadn't seen much to Reichner tonight. Think they give it to him?
They're going to burn one right here.
Timeout?
Yeah.
I think they're going to talk about it. They may call you up here, text you up here.
What do you want to do? I tell them just run the ball, keep the clock running.
What's your RPO statement? Run power often?
Yeah,
I've been using that one. I've kind of claimed that as my own.
Yeah, run power often.
I think that's kind of, I really like that. I try to, pretend that I know, and I'm a hardcore run the football guy.
There's nothing more demoralizing in football is when somebody's just lining up and running it directly at you every play, and you can't stop it.
Just
when you
death
start
by 1,000 cuts.
When you start getting in 2nd down and 2, 2nd down and 3, offensively you're excited. You're getting, your linemen are coming off the ball even harder now. Then defensively, everybody starts looking around because now it's 2nd and 2. Then they get a 1st down. Now you're back out for a fresh set of downs, and you just wear teams out.
Well, let's see what they dial up here. The offensive staff out talking with the Tigers. I think they might be calling that play, Coach.
I would not doubt it. Some sort of, I think you can either get some sort of bootleg action, something in the flats, or some sort of tailback screen.
We got class of 96 in the house here. Got Brittany Brooks watching. She's a Tiger, but does a really good job managing our social media for our district.
Tredarian Ball in the backfield with Potter. He's got 2 receivers split to the near side of the field. He's going to drop back. He's looking.
Got a man on the
corner route, and that's Brandon Hall. He'll come up with the catch down around the 18-yard line, and that'll be a Tiger first down.
The 7 routes always open.
The old smash concept, as Steve Spurrow used to say.
It's always open. That 7 route, it's always
Speaking of demoralizing, the old smash concept that Steve Spurrow used to talk about. Just what do you want? Watching that corner, what does he do? If he bites on the stop, you throw the flag or whatever you want to call it, the 7 route.
The 7, the universal 7.
Going to hand it off to Ball this time around the right side. Breaks a couple tackles, but can't quite get away from the defenders. They'll wrap him up about the 20-yard line. He'll get about 1 yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
I don't know what we do, but I know that Steve Spurrier used to say he gives his quarterback the option to check the smash route, whatever they wanted to do. It was their decision. They wanted to check to that play, and then they would be up to them to read what the corner does.
Yeah, that corner will tell you what to do. Sometimes he'll lie to you, but for the most part in that smash concept, you're reading that corner and that high-low read, and that 7 route, 9 times out of 10, it's always open. Probably look for it to come back on the other side up to the top of the field.
Going to hand it off to Ball around the right side. He got a pulling guard there with him, but he'll be swarmed in the backfield and be dropped for a loss. Going to go back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
We still got the Tiger faithful here.
Oh, yeah.
Full up.
They're going to stick around and see if Texas High can put 90 up.
Class of 2013 having their 10-year reunion. Lots of Tigers in there. I saw several of those students, or former students. They were students when I worked at the high school, but they're former students now, alumni, here tonight enjoying the game.
Potter going to be tackled in the backfield, and he'll go down on 3rd down. That'll bring up 4th down and long. Let's see what Coach Stanford wants to do here.
Kind of in a no man's land here on the coach. What are you thinking?
Kick it, Coach. Kick it.
I think Delk can hit it from there. He'll probably throw it up right here. Right now they're going to throw it to B Hall because there's nobody covering him.
Yeah, there's nobody there. There was a play earlier in the game. He was lined up in the slot, and there was nobody. There was a safety over the top.
Peel Green for the post.
There was nobody there. Protection's holding up. There he is. There he is. Well.
Hey, sometimes that's not a bad play. You got a comfortable lead, just throw it out of bounds. That's a good thing. I say it each week. That's a good thing about coaching offense. You know, if you screw up, you do have an out.
That's right.
If you're on defense and you screw up, bad things happen. So, but have a comfortable lead, though. We'll give a shout-out to Coach Tom Middlebrooks, who's watching. Worked with Tom over at Liberty ILO at one point. Good to see you, Coach Middlebrooks. Robert Lee.
Yeah, Mr.
Get a shout-out to the Mr. Late Al Hanna calling the game.
Voice of the Tigers.
Voice of the Tigers. I remember I had in my 4 years here, I used to speak with Mr. Hanna regularly. He was a staple around here for a long time.
Yes, he was. I love the Tigers.
Loved them.
Mount Pleasant's offense back on the field. McMahon going to drop back to pass. Once again, he's flushed out. Not going to be tackled this time. He's going to have a big gain across the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down for Mount Pleasant.
Really good job.
Looked like he ran a long way to get 10 yards.
A lot of yardage.
Yeah.
They say a 50-yard run, but a 10-yard gain.
That's right. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's a player for sure. He likes to get after it and does a really good job. I've actually known the quarterback Mason from the quarterback since he was a little boy. So his family and my family are very close. And growing up, my dad's from Mount Pleasant, so that we've known the family for a long time. And He's a competitor for sure. Does a really good job commanding that offense.
Looking for the screen, and it just wasn't where he wanted it to be, so he'll try to get it to his receiver. It'll be incomplete.
Some
Bring
really
up
good
second
job
down
by
and 10.
Taquan Black sniffing that out. He got turned loose, and he felt sometimes when you're playing D-line and you feel the lineman releasing pretty quick, so your alarm goes off and you go, oh, something ain't right. And so they stick their foot in the ground, they get their head east and west, and they try to find that screen.
Nice job by Isaiah Dowden. We've called his name quite a bit tonight. He's having a really good game for the Tiger defense.
Yeah, first game back in a few games. He kind of had a little injury there for a little bit, but glad to have him back. You can see the impact he has each week.
Shout out to Eddie Hackelman. Eddie's always at a football game. I'm surprised he's not here tonight.
Yeah,
Normally he's here.
Always at one.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's around. He supports all of the local football schools around here, and he's a big fan of everybody. So.
Yeah, speaking of football, we do have the Little Tigers will be out tomorrow here at Grimm Stadium from 8 till 5. Come out and watch them little guys play some football. They do a good job, and they enjoy it.
My man Kevin Shaw, I'm surprised he's not here tonight. He does a good job with the Little Tigers, and if that league gets up and going.
Isaiah Dowden almost gets there to sack the quarterback, but he gets away with it, or gets it away to his receiver, and that's going to be a big gain. Be a first down and more all the way down to the 38-yard line. A nice job there by McMahon, just scrambling around until he could find a wide open receiver and hit him with it. Mount Pleasant glad that he can move around like that.
He creates a lot of plays with his feet.
Going to be a run across the right side. He'll get a gain of about 2 yards. Taquan Black going to be on the bottom of the pile there along with Kenneth Merriman. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me get you this number here. That's Orlando Barnes. Sorry. Got him playing over there where Mr. Merriman has been. Orlando Barnes coming up with a tackle there.
Yeah, my man can bench press and squat the house. He is a weightlifting guru.
Second down and 8 for Mount Pleasant. 1:30 left to go here in the third quarter.
Go.
He's
Black
being
chasing
chased
from behind. He's going to get him out of bounds. They're going to call a.
Surprised it didn't. Oh, there it goes.
Taquan Black.
There's your flag.
Looks like they're going to have some more flags over there maybe. One of the coaches got knocked down over there as well. And there should be offsetting flags here, we would assume, but we're going to see what happens. We're going to let this unfold. Coach Stanford coming across the field, and some of the coaches barking at him. So we'll see exactly what happens.
Tell them there's not a whole bunch of room over there on that sideline. So even a little push on that end or a full-fledged, honest defensive play can turn into a little bit of extracurricular just because there's not a whole bunch of space over there on either side of the sidelines. But from up here, it looked like it didn't necessarily intend to be a late hit or anything like that. It's just a full effort play, and it made it right there on the sideline.
So when the official comes out and gives us the call, we'll go to him and see exactly what it's going to be.
Good ball. First call right here on the DC. Coming in for 15 yards from the end of the spot.
All right, so going to be a late hit called on Texas High. No flags thrown over on the sideline in the scuffle.
I think our guys did a really good job of getting out of that, getting away from the sideline, getting back on the field. Let's get back and doing what we're doing. Let's stay away from that and coming back out there.
That's a double-edged sword on that side. When you're on the opposing team sideline, they're going to, especially in a sideline that's so narrow, which is one of the reasons we love Grimm. Don't get me wrong, but when you get around there and you look up and you're surrounded by all the team's players and they're hooping and hollering, and you naturally as a teammate you want to go over there and help your teammate and get him out of from all the people over there. But looks like the official's going to get everybody kind of calmed down and proceed on with some football.
Mount Pleasant's coach wanted to come out and be a part of it. He thought they were out there telling secrets. He's in a big hurry to get back to the sideline. Hopefully he'll get over there and we can finish this. Minute and 20 left to go here in the third quarter. So good field position inside the 20 for Mount Pleasant.
Texas High with an all-out blitz. Oh. Blew it dead before the. Looks like a false start on the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Looked like the tackle kicked out a little bit before the snap. I don't know if they'd caught it or not.
So it will be a false start. That's going to make it first down and 15 for Mount Pleasant.
Looked like an all-out blitz we brought on that as well.
Yeah,
so
we had some zero coverage. It didn't look like initially we had anybody further back flared out on the rail on the backside. The safety come off on him.
I've heard that zero coverage also called dude coverage. You got that dude, I got this dude.
Yep, I'll tell you, when you're playing zero coverage, the band is usually playing for somebody, either you or them. Because if you don't cover somebody, it's a six-pack, and normally if you're blitzing, if you can get home, our band's going to start playing.
We've got both bands over here, and they're both rocking and rolling tonight.
So first down and 15 for Mount Pleasant. McMahon in the shotgun. He'll take it. He's dropping back to pass. He's chased out of the pocket by Merriman. Nowhere to go with it, so he's going to run. He's going to get all the way down to about the 11-yard line, about a yard short of the first down marker.
Got to keep a spy on him.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, a lot of times there hasn't been a whole bunch of just true offensive, what we call offensive plays, where we're just really handing the ball off, blocking it up well, or throwing a route concept. It's all on broken plays with their quarterback. He's usually breaking outside the pocket or extending plays and doing his thing with his feet. And really good player, though.
41 seconds left to go here in the third period. Second down and about 2. McMahon will take it. He'll fake. He's throwing an out route there. He'll have the first down. He'll get down to about the 6-yard line. A nice little play there by Mount Pleasant. And they'll pick up the first down and get out of bounds to stop the clock.
We got people lined up down the fence tonight watching the game. I'm telling you, we got a packed house.
There's, I don't know what.
Standing room only tonight.
Yes, it is. And it is still packed. We got there's a lot of people moving. There's band, cheerleaders, drill team, student section, people waiting in line for food, on the fence.
And we got the best seat in the house.
And we have the best seat in the house, and we have the People's Champs belt, the Attitude Era WWE.
I mean, you can't go wrong there.
Can't go wrong with that. Come on, tackle on. Stay his outside leg.
McMahon going to go for the goal line. He's going to dive in, and that'll be a touchdown for Mount Pleasant. Every time you think, Coach, they'll just go away, they battle back, and McMahon is a big part of that.
They're not going to quit, that's for sure. The key is to not do anything offensively now that will give them a quick field or a quick turnover or anything to get a 3-and-out on our end, to get them another possession to get the gap a little closer. You want to keep that comfortable margin, but they're not going to quit. That's
Chavez on to attempt the extra point.
Oh, blocked
that one
another
blocked
one.
Once again. A nice job there.
Tim
and
Austin.
I believe that's our same man, Tim Austin. That's 2 for him tonight.
Shout out to Miss Kirby watching the game tonight. Miss Kirby, longtime
Miss
teacher.
Miss Kirby was my
principal.
English teacher. I got the best story ever about Miss Kirby.
Long-time assistant principal at Texas High.
When my first year back of teaching, all right, I was working in Maud, Texas, coaching football. I come to a football game at Grimm on our open week, and the first person that I found was Miss Kirby and said, "I just want to apologize to you for the way I acted in your English class." I said, now that I'm on this side of it, I just want you to know I'm truly sorry for the way I acted. But she was always really good.
She'd put you in ISS now because she was an administrator when you came back.
Yeah. And then wound up, when I come back to Texas High in 15, she was the principal that did all my advising and all that stuff, that did all my evaluations at the end. So she had mercy on me.
Yes.
But I did. First thing I did was sought her out and apologized for her the way I acted in some of her classes.
Well, tonight's ball game being brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, State Bank, Gregor Auto, Washington Academy, Rocasa Reliance, your timeout sponsor, Texas A&M Texarkana, your replay sponsor, Texar, and your scoreboard sponsor each and every week is Commercial National Bank. And it is being brought to you, all the legwork being done tonight by TigerVision. We appreciate all of the students and Mr. A and his crew who make all of this happen each and every week. And we just get to come up here.
We just show up right before game.
Just put the headset on and go.
We just walk up here, put the headset on, and start talking.
Yep, that's right.
Texas High alum, Mr. Gary Treadway, watching tonight. Surprised he's not here tonight. Normally he's here for these home games.
Little pooch kick over the head.
He gives me a hard time, so if he was here, I'd probably know about it. So he's not, so I've had a good night. Lots of Al Hanna shout-outs tonight.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. So we are up here in the Al Hanna press box.
The kick will go out of bounds. The Tigers will begin this offensive series at the 25. Knox Pilgreen lets that one go over his head.
You know, the thing about Al Hanna also, I remember during the day, if I was down here, I'd see him walking his dog around Graham, around the stadium, down this neighborhood.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time out here over the years.
I rode a bus with him when I was a couple times going to different games, and he would ride the bus with us in the spring for spring sports, and he would talk about different stories about going to hooks and going to different places, and he talked about Billy Sims and different things.
Going to hand it off right up the middle to Javari Johnson. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and then be stuffed by the Mount Pleasant defense. They may give him 1 yard on the play.
Get us to the fourth quarter.
As time winds down, that will be the end of the third period. We're headed to the fourth quarter here at Tiger Stadium. They lead 51-29. It's homecoming here, and the festivities are not over with yet. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have the fourth quarter for you. And soon the Tiger Band will begin to play as they hopefully finish off this ball game and take the victory. But we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more Friday Night Football live from Grimm Park.
Do the old Scott Hall pose.
We got Scott Hall up here with us tonight. All you wrestling fans watching at home, we'll get you a shot of it here in just a minute on our cam up here in the, well, this may be a good time. We've got an injured player on the field, so we're going to go to our box cam. Brought to you by
Look at that.
Gregor Auto.
I may have to stand on the chair.
That's a thing of beauty. Look at that thing.
Give him your best Scott Hall.
No, I don't. Scott Hall never won this belt.
No,
this is a WWF title.
I just wish I could fit it around.
I mean, I wear it like Triple H wears it, like The Rock wears it, Stone Cold, those guys, you know. those other
Put
guys
some water in your mouth and
spit some water out,
spit the water.
We were talking
all
earlier about when D-Generation X invaded Monday Nitro back in the late 90s, back in the heyday.
The same town.
Showed up at an event and started hollering at them from outside the building and beating on the door.
You never know what you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen.
I may wear this the rest of the night.
What you're going to see.
I'll
give you $10 if you'll go walk through the stands.
No, I don't want to do that.
I want to see people be taking pictures.
They
with
might.
you.
They might.
I'll pay you $10 if I can wear it.
The focus needs to be on the game, not me.
That's how good that thing.
I may be like the Undertaker and just.
David J. Potter going to be tackled for a loss. Just couldn't find anybody open. A nice job by the secondary for Mount Pleasant. Going to bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will trot onto the field.
I was an Undertaker guy, so if I come out there with this on, I may make the lights go out and then make them come back on,
That's what you need to, you know what? You need to wear that and lead the team out next week.
Oh, I'm sure that.
Dressed like the Undertaker.
It is almost Halloween, I guess. We're in October next week.
Dressed like, hey, if you really want to, you could be his American, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
And ride a motorcycle out of the tunnel.
Well, I could be Hulk Hogan, be a real American with that. He wore this belt.
This one's going to be
end punt.
Yeah,
takes a big Tiger bounce
for the Tigers. There it is, and that's Reichner, who just punted that one away. I was curious of why.
Yeah, Cam, he's punted for a few games now.
So Reichner going to punt it away. We haven't seen many punts tonight from the Tigers. That's why.
So, Coach, defensively here, we're up 51-29, a little over 10 minutes left, 10 minutes and some change left in the game. What are you doing? You just keeping everything in front of you? Are you going to come after it? What are you thinking here?
Well, you want to keep everything in front of you as much as you can without letting your defense feel what we call soft. You don't want to give up anything cheap, but you don't want to just keep letting them get first down after first down after first down. So at some point, if you're letting them play underneath and they keep converting to first downs, then you're going to start dialing up pressure, and they're not just going to let them just go underneath all the way down the field.
Texas High defense back out on the field trying to hold
just a 4-man
Mount
rush.
Pleasant at bay. He'll be rushed out once again, and he gets rid of it smartly because Isaiah Dowden was full speed downhill, wasn't he?
Yep, he had good spy on him. Dowden, like I said, we've called his name throughout the whole day. So
my man, Bass Deese watching. Texas High alumni. Bass Deese, a band director in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's probably loving hearing this band get going tonight. Hopefully we'll hear the tuba song a little bit. He's a big tuba song guy. I worked with him in another district, and I'd always have to go down there and give my input on what we need to play on Friday nights to him, and he was always very receptive. I really appreciated that about Bass.
Well, and the band that's playing is the offense's band, and they're over there just trying to make it as loud as they can, I guess. So makes a lot of sense to me. But you know what? Everybody has their own way, I guess. Oh, here comes the reverse again. And they got some blocking. He's going to get out across the 50, make a few cuts across the 45, down all the way to the 30. And that is, once again, Dylan Bennett. He and McMahon have been the two big play guys tonight for that Mount Pleasant offense. And just every time you think Texas High is going to put them out of this ball game, they get another big play.
A well-designed play. Everything went that way with the fake, and wasn't really anybody over backside to seal it off. It was 2-on-1 and made a block and sprung it for a good gain.
McMahon doing a good job there on that play, getting out lead blocking there. Always good to get your quarterback out and let him take some big hits, huh?
Yeah.
When you're down by 30.
Chop block there with a.
I'll throw a little one-hopper out there. It's going to bring up second down.
It's always a hard throw from the far hash across the field. It's always a.
Yeah, there's only a few quarterbacks that can consistently make that throw.
Flat-footed.
Yeah, that's a long way to throw it.
I got
a lot of times you no doubt. A lot of times you see those balls when you throw them to the wide side of the field, they get picked off.
Yeah. And for 6.
Yeah, because there's nobody else behind them, and it's so far away.
Second down and 10. McMahon trying to get something going for Mount Pleasant. He'll take it. He drops back to pass again. He's looking to
throw
across
it
the
deep.
middle.
Oh,
we're going to get him
sacked
in the pocket, and he's going to be brought down again. Aaron Kelly, the freshman. Going to come up with half a sack. Taquan Black going to come up with the other half.
Good coverage down there. He looked like he was going to throw one deep, but our coverage down there was like a blanket. Very good coverage and just enough to stall that out. We get a big sack there. Great job on the coverage.
Going to bring up another third down, another long third down. This is when we've seen McMahon scramble so many times tonight and pick up the first down. They're going to call a timeout. We're going to take a break with them. The Tigers lead 51-29. 29. There's 9:01 left to go here in the ball game. We'll be back with more Tiger football right after this.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
What's it like at Texarkana College? Life-changing. Starting here means you can go anywhere. We offer student support, student life, dual credit, and hands-on training. And now you can enroll anytime. We'll help you start your future at Texarkana College. Get started by visiting us on campus or online at texarkanacollege.edu. Your future starts here.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It's Texarkana game day and TigerVision bringing you Friday night football. And it's homecoming here at Texas High. 9:06 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Your Tigers with a pretty hefty lead. Third down.
Screen. Oh.
Third down and 15. Going to bring up fourth down. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the screen there.
They had it set up, but I think they were not expecting the speed of that rush to get in the quarterback's face that fast.
Kind of got on him pretty quick, didn't it?
So 4th and 15, they're going to go. Just thoughts and prayers to the family of Greg Holland, the hardcore Tiger fan that passed away this week.
Mount Pleasant got to go for it here. McMahon going to drop back. He's going to throw it down the sideline. He's got his speedy receiver down there, and just a nice job there by the defensive secondary. Tim Austin down there. Excuse me, that's not Tim Austin. That's Roman Wyatt. Roman Wyatt with another big play tonight. Wyatt's had a couple nice plays tonight for that secondary, and that's going to turn the ball back over to Texas High's offense.
Janice Norton watching, longtime Tiger, taught at Pine Street Pine Street Middle School, then Texas Middle School, retired out of district. Did you have Miss Norton for teacher?
No, I didn't. No, I did not. Speaking of Pine Street, didn't we just get where they're going to rename it?
Yes, the Pine Street, the Pine Street site, former Pine Street Middle School is now Parks Elementary.
Parks Elementary.
Can honor the campuses of Spring Lake Park and Highland Park Elementary with the naming of that facility on the historic Pine Tree site. Excited about that. Open in the fall of 2025.
Tredarian Ball take that one around the left side, and he'll be stopped for a loss of 2 on the play.
As we're waiting here, the rendering of the building, it's going to have that traditional historical 20th century look on the outside that honors the previous campus, but also on the inside, the 21st century learning environments and experiences for our kids there. There'll also be some other elements from the former campus that we were able to preserve from the outside of the building, different artifacts that will be preserved in the inside of the building.
Ball going to take it around the left side again, and he'll pick up a positive gain on this one down to about the 40-yard line. He'll pick up about 5 on the play, maybe 6, and that's going to bring up third down and 6.
We Also had a few bricks from Pine Street that we were able to salvage, and we put out a form earlier this week on our social media pages. If anyone wanted a brick, they could complete the form, and they could also had over 200 people so far sign up wanting a brick, so it's exciting.
Pine Street was a special place for a lot of people in TISD family. I know I spent a couple years there and had a good middle school experience at Pine Street for the old Panthers, Pine Street Panthers.
Hand it off to
he's gone.
Tredarian Ball again, and he is gone. Nobody's going to catch him all the way into the end zone for another Tiger touchdown. And your man, number 68, Joshua Blackwell, with a big pancake block back there, and he's fired up, Coach.
I know they have the offensive line, for the most part, has done everything that I know Coach Stanford expected them to do coming into this game to set that physical attitude and early. With the running backs we have, like I said, you don't have to block long. You know, you just get a hat on a hat and let those guys do what they do. But really good job to the O-line up front this week.
I know as the former O-line coach here, you're just smiling, loving this.
I do.
Nothing like that. What was that? Inside I couldn't tell. It looked like I saw the guard pull.
That was just a power.
I mean, this old school football.
Old school power.
And just split it, and he was gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing of beauty when you can move bodies against their will and really impose yourself on them. And as much as there's probably over 200 yards of rushing at least just from the backs. So it's really good night. You want those guys to take control of big games like this, sometimes to settle the passing game and to establish all the play action stuff. Really good job, from Coach Toon, Coach Stanford, Coach Cross doing all the formations to get them in best situations. But really good job up front for those big guys.
Tigers extend their lead 58-29 over Mount Pleasant. 7:23 left to go here in the ball game. Coach, it's been another long night.
It has. It seems like it's approaching 10:34. We have been here for a while. The thing is that people, I don't know if they understand, we stand up the whole time. I can't sit down during the game anyway, so we're standing up here in the press box on the third level and watching some good, high-quality football. Watching the Tigers score 58 so far. 7:23 left in the fourth.
Checking the Texas Rangers score. They're down 3-0 in the fourth with Seattle has bases loaded with no outs, so they're trying to clinch a playoff spot for any local baseball fans. And Houston Astros are up 2-0 in the seventh. So a lot of local.
Doty,
Texas
can
teams.
we get some local scores around here pulled up? We'll see if we can get some local scores for you.
Well, most of the schools are open.
Lots of open games this week. I was looking at it earlier, and
so Arkansas High down 28-8 to Camden Fairview. Any other Arkansas side people interested that want to maybe comment if they know any Lakeside and Magnolia are playing tonight?
Magnolia's homecoming for the old Panthers.
That is right. That is right. Let's see here what we got.
Keep up with the old Panthers now, don't you?
I do. DeKalb beats New Boston 48-28. That is your final there. Hooks over Prairie Land 47-0. Big win.
That's a
big
win.
win there.
Yeah.
Redwater. They beat Omaha Pruitt.
Paul Pewitt.
Pewitt. Yeah, whatever it says there. Let's see. Is that it? Okay. That's all we got? Okay.
Yeah, lots of people open this week. Normally this is that big open week before district starts for a lot of schools, so they build their schedule that way if they can. Have an extra week to get healthy and get guys back to start district. And as what we call the second season. You have
season.
You play 3 different seasons within a football season.
Yep.
Non-district, district, and then playoffs. So exciting. This is, of course, a second district game for Texas High. Big win over Hallsville last week and on their way to a big win over Mount Pleasant tonight. And then they'll have an open week before Marshall.
Yep.
Well, speaking of Marshall, they just picked up the win 31-7 over Hallsville tonight. That is your final score. And let's see, Longview Pine Tree, they're up. Nope, they won 23-20 over Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches lost a close game to White House last week. So,
you know, the first thing I would do if I was involved in Nacogdoches ISD, I would change their banner to the Targaryen flag for Daenerys Targaryen in
that's a Game of Thrones reference here.
Yeah.
We're really going now.
We're going. Yeah, just have that three-headed dragon. Yeah, flag. That's the first thing I would do. I'd try to get that approved through the school board immediately.
Dracarys would be our new motto.
Yeah.
So we've got a flag on the field. The officials meeting over there with Mount Pleasant's coach once again.
Khaleesi.
Yep.
He's got his J's on tonight, too.
Everybody's jaywalking out there, ain't they?
Yeah.
Of course, you got House of the Dragon now, too. I don't know if you watched that.
I
It was
do.
pretty good, yeah.
Yep, and to think all of that come just from somebody's brain.
I know, just a guy wrote a book.
It shows how uncreative I am.
Going to be a personal foul on Hallsville.
Mount Pleasant.
Moving right along. Against Mount Pleasant, that's going to move them back.
I think a lot of people upset, though, with George R. R. Martin because he hasn't finished the book series for Game of Thrones yet. The show had to leave him behind because he won't finish the last few books, so people are upset.
I don't understand how hard it is. Just go think of more stuff.
I mean, you're thinking about dragons and White Walkers and all these other zombie whatever those things are. And
so first down and 15.
The tackle moved again. They didn't call it.
Going to go deep down the sideline again, and that's going to be way overthrown there. Clock will stop. 6:05 left to go in the ball game.
Big weekend next weekend. I mentioned earlier, we have the 4-stage marching contest at the J. Brewer Memorial Golf Tournament at the Texas High Host at Texarkana Country Club is where the tournament is. Mm-hmm. Annual golf tournament. Schools from all over the state will be at that. A lot of big schools attend that golf tournament. It's well put on by our school, and Texarkana Country Club does a wonderful job hosting that event. Always been a big event for us, and memory of a great coach, good person.
Yeah.
Coach Brewer.
Jay Brewer is a good man, a great coach, and he is missed by a lot of people.
Going to throw the backside screen, and it's going to go nowhere. It'll be a loss. It's going to bring up third down and even longer.
Mineral Springs put a whooping on my Lafayette County guys tonight, 70-0.
Jeez.
70-0.
I'll specify I'm from Stamps, not from Louisville, so I'm not a lot of Louisville guys. Yeah, big difference. It's Lafayette County now, but I'm from Stamps. I have a family that's from Louisville, but I don't. I tell him not to. It's my brother-in-law. I tell him not to tell people that, but he insists he's going to tell people he's from Louisville. So I told him I'd give him a Yellow Jacket T-shirt. He can wear that around, and people talk to him a lot more, but he won't listen to me.
Red Devils all day, huh?
Yep.
So really McMahon, he's really just trying anything that he can do to get just a little bit of life back in his team, and it's just not going to happen for him.
They got the tuba song cranked up.
There it goes.
Someone asked me earlier, where do we get the student section over there with their hard hats and their vests on? I said, do y'all buy that for? I said, no, we've probably got those in a storage bin somewhere. We've used them for many years.
Telling. But the song is cranked up, and they're swaying over there, and they're having a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun next 4 minutes for the Tiger Band and the student section. They're going to punt this away. And Tredarian Ball is just going to let it roll. Very smart play by him. And the party has begun here at Tiger Stadium. The fans, a few of them are filing out, and some of them are going to stay and cheer on these guys after this big homecoming win. But in normal fashion, the band is fired up, and the Texas High Tigers will come away with the win tonight.
Tell them shout out to Sergio Perez and the Perez family watching their little cousin Cruz Bustos. His brother Elion was one of my centers a few years back, so glad the Perez family is watching. Ain't no party like a T-High party.
That's right.
You didn't get to experience that.
I didn't. Well, just the last couple of years, I mean, it's. So we got number 15. Who is that, Coach? He's a JV guy. He's not on my roster.
15. I think that is Worth McMillan.
Okay.
He's
Yep, it is Worth McMillan. He's a
He's a senior.
Junior, going to come in.
Baseball kid. He
going to come in and play some quarterback
play
now.
Some quarterback. It's good to have Worth back out there on the field. He doubles up as a holder on the field goal team, an extra point team.
So we got some new faces out there.
I talked to Worth yesterday in Coach Toone's office, and he has the best. I call it the Alabama comb over.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it looks just like I'm talking the best looking comb over you've
ever
seen.
I'm telling you, it's really a thing of beauty. I wish I could do that. Just can't.
No, I've never been able to pull it off.
My genetics just couldn't, you know. I'm just glad to have hair.
Yep.
I have a brother that doesn't have any hair.
My brother's bald, isn't he?
Brother doesn't have any hair, so I'm just glad to have some. So.
Well, we appreciate you. I used to live in Louisville. Go Red Devils. That's right, Mary Sam.
Oh, my
You go
goodness.
right ahead. You go right ahead.
Tell him, is that anywhere?
I mean, I grew up a Panther.
Is that anywhere near the Easy Catch Catfish Pond? Is that anywhere near that? Y'all
Louisville, that's in Garland.
Okay.
You're right outside of Louisville.
I don't know where y'all
That's
talking
right
about,
outside of Garland.
I've been to Easy Catch
yeah,
before.
That's right outside of Louisville. When you go on down 82, going 82 east, you'll hit Garland City, and that's where that is. A couple good fish places to eat there.
Yeah.
Docks and West Shore.
Yeah.
So right
I don't
there.
know what Easy Catch is. Where you been to?
It's a
catfish farm right there on the
you
left.
Go out there and you fish, and you can pay them to clean it and sack it up and everything.
Do all, but yeah,
it's going to take a lawn chair.
You've driven by it 100 times.
I have no idea.
You don't know
where
it's right there on the left. Big old log house out there, or concrete house. You just hadn't paid attention.
Yeah.
You're trying to get back to Magnolia so you can get you some backyard barbecue or something. I don't know. Magnolia Bake Shop.
Yeah, Coach Craig Fant called me one day, and he said, "You want to go catfishing?" And I'm like, "Well, I ain't trying to get all dirty and stuff." He said, "No, the only thing you need is a lawn chair." And I said, "All right, I'm in." So we went out to Easy Catch, and we caught a couple buckets full of little channel cat. And actually, I just fried them up this past
mud
Monday.
cat.
Yeah, just fried them up this Monday.
Speaking of, like, shout out here, you mentioned the Little Tigers. Got the Little Tigers taking on the Mount Pleasant Tigers tomorrow at Grimm. So hopefully we'll carry this 58-29 win, or if that's what the score ends up being, it looks like it will, over tomorrow. So
yeah, they'll probably win 58-0.
They score a lot of points. I know that. They scored 70, I think, last week.
Yeah, they do a good job.
They do really good. I may have to come out here and check that out. But yeah, it's right there before you get in Louisville. You can go right. So I know over in Magnolia, y'all don't go clean fish and all that stuff. I know, over there.
Well, I live in Texarkana.
Go Western Sizzling. Well, that's gone too now.
That's been gone.
Yeah, that's a place to be back in the old days.
I do miss the old Western Sizzling. Though. Had a good salad bar.
They really did.
So I'm speaking of old, I don't know if
go over and get you a $2 steak. Well, it's a steak. It wasn't $2. It was tough as a $2 steak, but it was a steak.
Do you remember the old Brangus feedlot?
I do, yeah.
That was over there where Wells Fargo is on Jefferson. We should do some damage over there. Remember that, Mr. A? Yeah, Brangus feedlot. That's back when you could throw the peanuts on the ground.
That's right. Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
Nobody had peanut allergies back then.
No, if you did, don't go in there.
I think they wanted you to get full on peanuts so you wouldn't. I don't know. Well, you still ordered a steak.
Yeah, it was good. I remember that. My dad used to take my brothers and I all the time, and it was good. You get a big old chicken fried steak, too.
That's right. Bigger than your plate.
Ooh, I know it.
1:47 left to go here in the ball game. Tony Rodriguez says he's cooking some fish tomorrow.
Maybe he needs to. Yeah, that's good stuff. We may have to go find him and see.
I like to go get my fish at Docks.
I'm sure you do.
Really
that's a good place.
Yeah.
You can get whole catfish at Docks. You can't get it at West Shore. You can get whole catfish. All you can eat at Docks.
Hey, I'm telling you, my dad used to fry whole catfish up, and he would eat the tails of the catfish.
That's the best. That's the best
crispy.
piece.
My mother eats the tails. Yeah,
that's the best piece.
The tail. I told my dad when he said, "You want?" I said, "No, I ain't that hungry. I ain't eating no catfish tails."
Hey, man,
Hey, the smaller ones, those little brim, you can just cook them. I've seen people eat them bones and all. They just crunch them up.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. But yeah.
Oh man, I would be hungry talking about all this if I wasn't full of chicken strips and banana pudding.
We'll say we lost sound earlier because you were up here eating.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm not big on that. I like a whole catfish though. That's what I do like that. So.
To me, there's nothing better than fried crappie.
No, I think that's a delicacy.
Absolutely. And I like it cold the next morning.
You can eat it cold. I know people that don't even put it in the refrigerator, just eat it.
Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc and eat it the next morning.
When I made some the other night, I stopped and got me some Whataburger spicy ketchup.
There you go.
And ate fried crappie and Whataburger spicy ketchup.
I think you can buy that at Walmart in bulk now. Yeah, I bought Whataburger ketchup.
One in a bottle, and it was really good.
It's funny now. You can buy that in bulk, and you can buy Taco Bell fire sauce in there. I mean, it's not Chick-fil-A sauce.
I feel cheated in life.
I know
how good the fire sauce used to be at Taco Bell.
I mean, now you go there. Now I saw Chick-fil-A sauce at Walmart the other day.
So Coach Toon, this is funny. Coach Toon calls me Thursday night. He's on his way home, and he's talking to me why he's going through Taco Bell, and he's ordering food, and he keeps ordering. And finally, they tell him they're like, your total will be $32. I said, do you realize you spent $32 at Taco Bell on a Thursday? He said, everything looks so good.
You don't know what to do, and that was the thing too. I remember back in Taco Tico, used to have they had a Taco Tico in Magnolia back in the day, and they had 3 tacos for $1. And I remember my dad walked in there one time and ordered 50. I was really young. He and 2 of his buddies, they ordered 50 tacos, and the lady looked at him and asked him if he was serious, and he looked at her and said, "Yes, I am," and pulled out how much cash he needed and paid, and they ate all 50 of them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, catch us next week. We're going to come back to you, and we're going to talk more wrestling. We're going to talk more food. And we're going to talk more Texas High football. Before we go, we want to give a big shout-out to our TigerVision crew, our tech director, David Mayo, our wide camera, Bree Burns, our tight camera, Victoria Dean, sideline live shot. Is that supposed to be Lily? Okay. Lily Sanchez. I called her Lil last week or whenever it was. So our highlights, Ashley, and replay, Ben Mayo. And, of course, their fearless leader, Mr. Charles Aldridge, who does such a great job with, they're cheering up here in the box right now. We can't hardly settle them down. Now, everybody go home. Yeah, they're up here wanting to party all night. So, but, look, we appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day and TigerVision. The Tigers come away with a big win here on homecoming. For all of us here in the booth, we're tired. We're going home.
We are tired. Our feet are hurting. Our backs are tight.
We'll see you next Friday night,
But the Tigers
folks.
win.
Tigers win, so it's okay.
We're out.